Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GLR Radio Network. We're getting ready to begin within the next 60 seconds or so. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of the GLR Varsity Basketball Doubleheader. I'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing us here to bring this broadcast to you. If you'd like this broadcast, we'd like you to thank our sponsors too. As always, we'll do our best to bring you the live action, and we'd ask that you tell a friend or two. Our web address is www.youcanhear.us/GLR. That's right, you can hear us on www.youcanhear.us/GLR. Find us on Facebook.com/GLR Radio, or get our free radio app on your phone by texting GLR to 72727. If you'd like to use your phone to dial in and listen, simply dial 619-550-0711, and we'll come right through the phone to you. Thanks again for tuning in. We hope you enjoy tonight's ball games. You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.
Well, we're live here at GLR Gymnasium. Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling. Kenny, we got 2 minutes till tip-off. A lot to talk about. Adrian in town tonight. Non-conference game. Should be interesting.
Non-conference, yeah. They're always a lot of fun because you just kind of, you just really never know.
Yeah,
because you don't follow those teams as much, and you just kind of forget who they graduate for kids, and so yeah, it's always kind of an unknown factor.
It's going to be fun to watch tonight. I'll talk a little bit about some of their threat assessment for this game.
Well, couple of the key players for Adrian is 5'4" senior, number 20, Jordan Coppola. She's filled some big shoes from the seniors that graduated last year, putting up big numbers from what I hear so far, and including a triple-double a couple weeks ago. That's points, rebounds, and assists. We need to keep on her tight and not let her kind of get her confidence rolling because, she can really light it up. And the other girl that we really need to keep an eye on is another senior, 5'5", Rachel Kuntz. She'll drive or shoot from the outside. Need to keep an eye on her at all times and make sure she never shoots without at least a hand in her face. You don't want to give her any open looks, or she can get real hot and cause a lot of trouble for us.
And now that's where that defense is going to come into play. This GLR Mustang has made their bread and butter this season on their defense.
That's for sure. And I've said it before, we've got quick girls out front, so I don't think that'll be a problem as long as we can call out the screens up front to keep a hand in somebody's face. And they're not a real tall team, so hopefully our two big girls, Taylor Carstensen and Danielle Eben, can kind of have their way down low, and we just hope for a good game tonight.
Now, I know the last time these teams faced off, it was a double overtime matchup. I believe Keeley hit a couple of three-pointers at the end of it to make it real
That's
interesting.
right. That was last year in Adrian. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So this will be fun to watch tonight. They're about to introduce the starting lineups. I'll repeat them out to you.
Number 12, a senior, Alyssa Thayer.
Alyssa Thayer, 5'3" senior. Jordan Coppola, a 5'4" senior. 23, Rachel Coons, 5'5" senior. Carly Wolf, a 5'4" senior, wearing number 30. And number 42, Courtney Vasky, a 5'9" senior. So they've got some experience on this team, Kenny.
Yeah, they do.
And now the GLR starting lineups. 14, leading the charge tonight, Keely Cruz. Abigail Eben, number 20. Another senior. Jessica Sandbold, a junior, wearing number 22.
A senior, number 30,
Taylor Carstensen wearing number 30 for the Mustangs.
A sophomore, number 32,
And Danielle Eben rounding out the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. Danielle Eben, a sophomore, wearing number 32.
So we're starting three seniors, so we got our share of experience too. So
stand by for the national anthem, the GLR Pep Band, under the direction of Mrs. Smith. Again, that's the GLR pep band under the direction of Miss Smith. Doing a nice job here getting the crowd juiced and ready for a non-conference matchup.
Should be a good one.
Should be fun to watch. Again, if you're just joining us, Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling. Kenny, it's been a blast here in the broadcast booth already, and we're in for a good night of basketball, a doubleheader on tap for tonight.
Yeah, there should be a couple of good games, both girls and boys tonight.
The Dragons wearing a royal blue with golden numbers. They're called the Dragons. And the Mustangs wearing their white home uniforms with bright red lettering. They're called the Mustangs. Let's see if they can lead the charge like a bunch of Mustangs running.
I hope so.
Set to tip off at center court. Carstensen and Courtney Vasky going to jump it off. Carstensen controls the tip. So here come the Mustangs.
Just need to be patient here and just kind of feel them out and see what they're going to do.
Sandbolt tries a shot in the lane. It's off the rim, no good. Here come the Dragons. That's number 30 with the shot from the right side. That's Carly Wolf. It's about a 12-footer. She hits it. They did that rapido there.
They sure did.
Sandbolt setting the offense. Keeley Cruz inside to Danielle Eben. Turnaround jumper off the glass, no good. Man, Adrian is boxing out underneath the hoop there.
Yeah, they did a nice job there.
It's Kapelau over to Carly Wolf. Wolf with the shot, no good. Carstensen controls the rebound. Pass rolls off a couple of shoulders there. Almost looked like a Globetrotter move there. Sandbolt controls it, gets it across the timeline. Inside to Danielle Eben. Nice assist from Keeley Cruz. And that's 2-2 on the scoreboard. 6:45 left in the first period.
Well, we definitely have a little height advantage, so I think we're going to try to go inside here a little more than we usually do.
They're going to try to exploit that height difference, if at all possible. Dragons working it around the perimeter. Alyssa Thier into the matchup, passes it. And here, there's a
quick hands by Keeley there, and Jessica picks up the loose ball.
Good hustle by Sandbolt. There's that tenacious D. We're coming to get used to it here, watching the Mustang girls play. Here's a three-pointer shot on the way. Up, no good. Rebound tipped by Danielle Eben, controlled by the Dragons from Adrian. In their front court now, setting in their offense. Keeley Cruz going to be charged with a reach foul. That's Keeley's first foul.
Team first.
Courtney Vasky with it on the right wing. Top of the key. Left wing now. To the right side again. Here's Alyssa Thier. Pass off to Coons. No good. Stolen away. Danielle Eben got the handle on it. Gave it to Sandbolt. So 2-2 matchup. 5:30 left in the first period. Mustangs running the offense. Carstensen at the top of the key. Clears it for Keeley inside. No good off the rim. Good look inside. They had Carstensen way out top, so that freed up Keeley down below. Keeley tried to steal. No good. Abigail Eben there to stop what would have been surely a layup. So we've got a shooting foul. It'll be Rachel Coons at the line, shooting two. First free throw on the way. And that's no good. Rims out. Taya Graham into the mix for the Mustangs. Second free throw on the way. And that one's good. So 3-2 the score. Adrian Dragons in the lead. 5:14 on the clock. Mustangs get it across the timeline. Danielle Eben driving it underneath. She stops. We're going to reset to Sandbolt. Keeley to Taya, left side. Taya Graham. Top of the key to Keeley Cruz. Good pass inside. Good catch and a nice feed.
Nice job by both Danielle Eben and Taylor Karstensen.
That catch was worth half of the 2 points that she dished off to Karstensen. Great assist. Goes to Danielle. Courtney Vasky tries a shot. It's partially blocked by Eben off the backboard. No good. It's out of bounds off the Mustangs. Alyssa Thier underneath her own basket, going to inbound for the Dragons. Elizabeth Thier in for Carly Wolf. The Thier sisters, one's a senior, one's a sophomore. I imagine they could have some on-court chemistry. We'll be watching for that.
I would think so.
Alyssa has the shot blocked. Taya Graham in the mix. Boy, those passes are just barely out of the reach of the Mustangs. There's a nice shot from the outside. That's going to rattle home. That's a three-pointer for the Dragons.
Elizabeth,
the sophomore sister, Elizabeth Thier, hits the three-pointer. 6-4, Adrian. Keeley inside to Danielle Eben. The pass is tipped. It's on the floor. Sandbolt with it. Now the Dragons control it. Here come the Dragons. There's another three-pointer. That Elizabeth Thier has a three-point threat. She got her own rebound after the ball bounced. Alyssa now to number 20. Here they're going to light it up from outside. Jordan Coppola now hitting another three. So 9-4, Adrian. See if the Mustangs can keep their head. Keeley, nice bounce pass to Taya Graham. Shot up no good, but she's fouled. Good transition basketball by the Mustangs there.
That was a way to take it into the basket there.
Karstensen came into the midst there, into the hub to get a passing lane for her teammates to run around. And
that foul was on Jordan Coppola. That's her first and team first. Looks like Taya must have been standing on the line when they gave her the ball, so now she's down to just one free throw.
I don't know how that ruling goes. Apparently you can't even have your foot on the line.
I guess not. Not when they hand you the ball.
I would certainly expect that once you shoot it, you can't. But that's a
missed the second. So Adrian with the ball.
It's an unfortunate error there. 9-4, Adrian. They're working it around. There's that Elizabeth here. She's trying a 12-footer, no good. Coppola with the rebound. Taya Graham with a steal.
Nice.
She's wide open. Shot's no good. But Sandbolt there with the putback, and that's that hustle on the Mustangs. Good hustle, good defense, and good end result. 9-6. Adrian with the lead. 2:44 in the first period. And Taylor Karstensen on defending on Brooke Wenzel caused her to travel.
That was good defense on the outside there.
She must have really hustled into that dribbling lane, caused her to take an extra step. Pass from Sandbolt to Taya Graham. Back to Sandbolt. Over to Keeley. She's going to try a three. She can light it up from there. Didn't get that one, but Karstensen with a rebound. Mariah Terhark. That's my classic mishap there. Those two are wearing black headbands.
Yeah, they sure look alike from behind.
They're about the same height. And they play a pretty close game inside. So that was a great job by Mariah Terhark. And Taylor Karstensen and Mariah both in the mix in the lane there, caused a double dribble there by Adrian. So 9-8 in favor of Adrian.
Now we got Abigail Eben and Mia Graham in the game here.
Mia's going to dribble it across the timeline.
Jessica Sandbolt and Taya taking a little breather.
Keeley, top of the key to Mia Graham. They're going to try to work it inside here. Get it to Carstensen. Left-hand turnaround jumper up. No good. Off the back of the rim. Here come the Dragons. That's Capello bringing the ball up.
Dragons really like to push the ball, too. They're not afraid to really run up the court.
I tell you, that was an athletic move by the official to get out of the way of that pass. He's lucky he jumped about 6 inches up. If you know what I'm saying.
If you know what I'm saying.
Minute 39 on the clock. No change in the score. 9-8. Adrian with the lead. Danielle Eben to Mia Graham. In the middle. Off to their left side. Keeley Cruz to Abigail right side. They're going to try a post-in pass to Danielle Eben. Nice pass in the inside to Mia Graham to Danielle Eben. And there's the Mustangs with the lead, 10-9. That
inside-outside game can work all night because Adrian is just not real tall down low. So hopefully we can exploit that and really work it down and score at will.
Adrian working the offense. They're going from the top of the key to the wing, and they're trying to send a cutter. There's a Vasky inside, lost the handle. Keeley's got it. It's an outlet back to Keeley. Now here's Mia Graham. Tries a skip pass. Abigail Eben. She picked up her dribble. 3 seconds in the lane.
Oh.
Is that on Mariah?
Yeah,
probably?
I believe that was on Mariah. That's a freshman mistake. That's bound to happen. Not a big deal.
That can happen when you're open in the lane.
Yeah.
Which it looked like she might have been open. Of course, she's open if you can get it about 8 feet or higher in the air. She can come down with it.
That's for sure.
There's the Graham sisters with that hounding defense. Keeley Cruz with a partial block. Good defense by Keeley. She's going to get the outlet from
Mariah Tark with a nice rebound.
Mustangs break the press. Taya's got a three-pointer, no good. Keeley with the rebound. Mariah to Keeley. Mia Graham with it. 3 seconds. Keeley with a shot at the buzzer. No, off the back of the rim.
Looks good from here.
It was a three-point attempt. That's the end of the first period. 10-9 Mustangs.
Fast period. That was a fast first quarter.
There wasn't a lot of clock stoppage there. Only 2 team fouls for the Mustangs, only 1 foul for the Adrian Dragons. So we'll be back right after a quick message from Ben's Plumbing and Repair.
Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock.
Thank you to Ben's Plumbing and Repair for their sponsorship of the GLR Radio Network.
Thanks to all the sponsors. That's terrific.
So we're going to go with a 10-9 GLR first quarter score. Getting ready to start the second period. Alyssa
Adrian
Thier.
inbounds.
Got Alyssa Thier, Rachel Coons in. Got Jordan Capello, Courtney Vasky. And who else do we have in there? Number 30, Carly Wolf. They're working it around, trying to work against that hounding Mustang defense.
You can see they really like to shoot from the outside.
And Jessica Sandbolt brought it up, was just ready to make her move, and it was swatted away from behind, out of bounds on Adrian. They are trying their level best to work it inside against that Mustang defense. That's indeed the case. There's Keeley with another 3 attempt. She's 0 for 3 from 3.
Just been a little off the last couple games.
She just she needs to hit that first one, and then she'll make a string of them.
Yep.
There's a skip pass over to number 30. Tries a 3, no good. Rebound off of the Mustangs. Carly Wolf tried about a 20-footer. She was open for it, and the ball bounced straight back to her in the tip. In the ensuing scrum, it went off of the Mustangs out of bounds. Sandbolt with fierce D. There's Danielle Eben scooping it up, getting it to Sandbolt. Good defense by the Mustangs. There's a pass inside to Danielle, and she got the roll on a nice
Good hustle
transition
down the court.
basket. Mustangs on fire here. 12-9. A minute gone in the first period, or second period rather. And that shot from Wolf bounced on the court, and the Mustangs let it go out of bounds. Probably a good decision, because that would have been an unknown flipping it back to somebody. So they waited for it, and it went out of bounds. Here are the Mustangs trying to pass inside. Keeley's got it. Now out to Abigail. It's a little congested there, and the Dragons shoot forth with the steal there. Alyssa Thier. There's a pass underneath. Oh, it's a good pass from Rachel Coons to Courtney Vasky. Hit an open shot. 12-11. Mustangs in the lead by 1. Pass in the middle to Keeley. Gets it out to Carstensen. Tries a long shot, an 18.5-footer. All of that. 14-11 Mustangs.
That was about as long of a two-point shot as you can take, I think.
Yes, it is. There's a steal by Abby Eben to Taylor Carstensen, trying to drive it the middle. Gets it to Abigail. She's going to be called for a walk. Had just a little too much airtime on with the ball before it hit the court. So good hustle by the Mustangs. Transition basketball is their watchword right now. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. Adrian head coach Randy Strand wants to talk things over. We'll let you hear from Corner Service in Little Rock.
Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794.
479-2794, Corner Service in Little Rock. Another platinum sponsor here of the GLR Radio Network. Dragons now inbounding under the far end of the court. They're going from our left to right on the radio dial. If you're watching on your screen at home, it's from the left side of the screen to the right. Times they are a-changing, Kenny, right?
They sure are. Good job by Taya Graham. They're poking the ball away out of bounds.
I guarantee you, the Graham sisters on the court, there's gray hair growing, and the coach is on the other side.
Yeah, when they see that they're just a sophomore and a freshman, that they'll be around for a while.
Is that a new syndrome now in the coaching world? Long-term gray hair? There's a good rebound, Courtney Vasky. Good save in bounds. Taya Graham saving it to a sea of Mustangs under the basket. They're bringing it across. Here's Keeley. Sandbolt at the top of the key. Taya Graham. Taylor Carstensen trying to work it inside to Sandbolt. Gets a nice shot on the inside. No good. Tipped up by Danielle Eben. Shot's no good. The Dragons control, and they're trying to transition it. It's Thier trying it across. It's blocked. Another Thier sister shoots. So it was Elizabeth and then Alyssa that both had a shot at it, and neither one hit.
Yeah, and Taya Graham comes up with the rebound. Dribbles into the front court.
There's Keeley trying a 15-footer. No good. Taylor Carstensen with the putback, though. And there's that presence inside.
Yeah, a little bit of height advantage there.
16-11 now. Mustangs picking up a little distance here on the score. Taya Graham. We're going to have an offensive foul called. Let's see who that's on. On Courtney Vasky. So I think she was trying to clear some space for herself on the inside.
I think so. That's her first foul, team second.
It was way over on the other side of the court.
Yeah, it was away from the ball. Fighting for a position.
We need to have about 12 more spotters, I think, for this high-intensity, high-octane action here. Oh, there's the result of a tip ball. Thier underneath missed the layup. Taya Graham caused the miss. She's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be Taya's first foul. It's only the third team foul in the period. 4:07 on the clock.
Sends Elizabeth Thier to the line.
That free throw is going to rattle all but home, and it comes out. Can't use much more of the rim than that.
Touched every part of the rim but the middle.
Second free throw on the way, and that's good. 16-12 now, the resulting score. 4:07 left in the half. Just a 4-point lead here for the Mustangs. The bounce pass to Keely Cruz. Danielle Eben at the top of the key. Back door. Good pass from Keely to Mariah. It's like they planned it that way. 18-12 Mustangs. Keely's going to be called for a reach. She used her right hand where it could have maybe been her left. She could have been faultless with the left hand there.
That's Keely's second. Looks like she's going to take a little breather.
Abigail Eben back into the matchup. Mustangs can play some real racehorse basketball with the.
Oh, they sure can.
With the defense they've got on the floor right now, they can.
Even our two big girls, Danielle Eben and Taylor Carstensen, can really move up and down the court.
There's that defense again by the Mustangs. A simple pass outside just resulted in a turnover there by Adrian. 3:33. Danielle Eben going to take a quick seat. Have a consultation there on the coach's right side. Mia's back into the lineup, Mia Graham.
And that's a big advantage for Coach Grafing, having Mariah Tahark as a freshman to play quality minutes. That gives her a chance to rotate Taylor Carstensen and Danielle Eben in, so keep them fresh.
Yes, fresh feet, fresh legs, big help.
Now,
especially that final quarter of the ball game. So here comes the Adrian Dragons. The Mustangs had the ball and what travel was called on Sandbolt. So the Dragons with the ball. There's a good rebound. Taylor Carstensen skying for that one. Mustangs now with the basketball. 2:58 left. Oh, and the pass to Mia off her fingertips and out of bounds. That was a hot pass.
That had a little mustard on it.
You know, I think in PE class, the PE coach would say, don't throw it quite that hard if you're playing dodgeball.
That's for sure.
Maybe caught her a little bit off guard with how hot that pass was. In any case, here's Adrian with the ball. Back out to Elizabeth Thier. Tries a three. No good. Mariah with the rebound to Abigail Eben.
Adrian just like to make some penetration and then kick the ball back out for an outside shot, whereas we're kind of trying to work the ball inside for an inside shot. But they really like to light it up from outside.
Carstensen calling for the ball inside, but not getting the pass. Good save inside from Mariah Terhark. That ball's going to stay Mustang possession. Good hustle by Mia to get into the mix and get that ball out of the scrum. That's, one of the rare times in this league where that's not a jump ball called as soon as there's a mutual touch. A jump ball used to be when you couldn't wrestle it away from your opponent. Now
nice
it's almost
little turnaround jumper by Danielle there.
Now it just seems like a mutual touch is a three-pointer.
Yep.
Or I just said three-pointer because there's a three-pointer
they just called Jessica for a hit on the forearm. So
we're going to have a player shooting 3 free throws.
I believe that's Jordan Koplow.
Here she's going to be shooting 3 free throws. First one up and good.
That was Jessica's first foul, by the way.
Only 5 team fouls in this half. Very low fouling on both teams. 2 team fouls for Adrian.
Missed the second one.
Taya's going to come into the mix. Mia's coming out. It's like a whole quiver full of arrows there in the
it really
coach's
is.
basket. Third free throw on the way. That one's up and rattles out, no good. Taylor Carstensen with a big rebound. Mustangs setting the offense now. 1:50 left in the period. Abigail looked at a pass inside to Carstensen. Inside to Eben instead. Going to have 3-second call on the Mustangs. They had plenty of time to look that over, and I think the ref was counting as soon as they got in there. Nobody moved out of the lane.
Yep.
20-13, Mustang lead. 1:30 in the period, in the half. Inside to Courtney Vasky. Nice little turnaround.
Nice little, almost like a mini hook shot.
We could call that one a dipsy-do there.
Yep.
That's a good shot. Danielle tries a pass to Carstensen. Now there's an example of a jump ball. Both those players had possession for about 2 seconds, and it looks like that's how long they're going to make them work for a jump tonight.
Yep.
So. And
the arrow was with the Mustangs, so we'll inbounds it here.
Mia to throw it in, gets it to Carstensen, tries an 8-footer, no good, a little short. There's Mia hounding the Adrian player. Shot from the left wing, right wing rather, no good. Taylor there with the rebound. Taya to Taylor Carstensen, going to try a 6-footer. Kind of a left-hand turnaround move. Taylor hits it. 22-15, 40 seconds left. Steal by Taya Graham. She's going to try the layup, no good. Mia's there for the putback. Taylor there for the second putback. The Mustangs padding the rebound stats a little bit down under the basket. And Coach Randy Strand wants to talk things over. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this short message from Sudengay.
I might not be as cool as your combine. I might not be as sexy as your planter. And I probably don't command the same respect as your tractor. For that matter, I probably don't command the same respect as your manure spreader. You might not think about your ox portable auger from Sudengay very often. You might not have even bothered to learn my name just yet, even though you probably use me more than most of your other machinery. And that's just fine. You see, the ox doesn't need a lot of special attention. But when you need... you know you do.
We're back to live action. We're going to hear more about the ox all night long from Sudengay.
25 seconds left in the half here.
Mustangs trying to defend the ball away. There's a tip pass. Fear with it. Alyssa goes to Elizabeth.
They really want to throw up a three. You can just see it.
Mia's going to be called for a reach. Had a foul to give, so the clock is stopped with 10 seconds. No free throws.
That's Mia Graham's first foul, team 6th.
They're going to make them work it inside. They are looking for that three, though. You are right. Here's a steal. Mustangs have it. Taya Graham. Mia with the shot at the buzzer. No good. It's waved off. It was a little bit late for the shot anyway. So 24-15 at the half. Mustang girls with a nice lead.
Nice half of basketball there.
So I'll give you that Sudengay Ox commercial. Here we go again. Okay, we'll be right back after this.
I might not be as cool as your combine. I might not be as sexy as your planter. And I probably don't command the same respect as your tractor. For that matter, I probably don't command the same respect as your manure spreader. You might not think about your ox portable auger from Sudengay very often. You might not have even bothered to learn my name just yet, even though you probably use me more than most of your other machinery. And that's just fine. You see, the ox doesn't need a lot of special attention. But when you need me, and you know you're going to need me a lot, I'll be waiting. and I'll be ready to work without a lot of hubbub. So you can save the spotlight for your skid loader and your riding lawnmower and all the other prima donnas on your farm. But when you're ready to move some grain, come outside and see the ox. There's work to do.
The ox.
So that second period was a 15-6 gain there, right?
Yep.
Do I have that right?
Yep. 14 to
Oh, sorry,
10
20,
to 9
24.
at the end of the
I
first
wrote down
quarter.
the wrong number.
Yep.
So 14-6 half. So it was a 10-9 and a 14-6, and that kind of quarter score is going to be tough to overcome for the Adrian Dragons in this second half coming up.
And sometimes in Minnesota they play halves. And, in Iowa we play quarters. So sometimes that could mess a player up a little bit when you're used to playing two halves all the time, and then all of a sudden you're playing these four quarters. It just kind of it does have a tendency to throw you off a little bit.
Are they used to 20-minute halves up there?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I guess that is it's something I don't see a lot of in person is on the Minnesota court.
Right. Yeah, the only time we see it, of course, is every other year, since we started this little non-conference schedule with Adrian. Last year we played in Adrian, so then you play by Minnesota rules, and we had, halves instead of quarters, so.
Well, that cowbell you can hear across the way is the GLR Mustang Pep Band.
More cowbell.
We need a little bit more cowbell, right?
Just looking at the stats here. These are unofficial, of course, but at halftime right now, the Mustangs are led by Taylor Carstensen with 10 and Danielle Eben with 8. So there's our two big girls. We're getting the job done inside the first half. Mariah Tahark has 4, so that's 3 big girls.
Yep.
And Jessica Sambold has 2 points. That's all our scoring.
That's the balance of our attack in the first half. And I think there were 4 that I know of, 3-pointers attempted.
Yep.
None of those fell, but
Nope.
they were all good looks.
Yep.
None of those were forced.
And for Adrian, Courtney Vasky has 4 points. And their 2 guards, Elizabeth Ear and Jordan Coplow, each have a 3-pointer apiece. And Carly Wolf has a 2-pointer.
So we're sitting with about 6.5 minutes till second half action. We're going to let you hear from some of our fine sponsors, and we'll be back after a short break here on the GLR Radio Network.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network. Country Boutique in Rock Rapids is a full-service floral shop with everything you'd need from a romantic bouquet to home or office decorating for any season. They have an impressive selection of gift items for every budget, a framing gallery for photographs or paintings and memorabilia, a formal wear specialty store for weddings and proms and other formal occasions, and much, much more. Get an instant coupon worth $5 that you can use on your next visit by texting CB Flowers to 72727. Again, just text CB Flowers to 72727, and an instant coupon worth $5 off a qualifying purchase will be sent straight to your phone. That's the Country Tea in Rock Rapids, Iowa.
Wondering where you'll find cash for holiday gifts? Bank locally and shop locally with help from Frontier Bank and Holiday Bucks. Apply today for your no-interest loan, then purchase your holiday gifts. Get a new washer and dryer, replace old tires on your vehicle, purchase gas cards, or pay off your doctor or dentist bills. Use your holiday bucks at any participating merchant in George, Little Rock, and Rock Rapids. See a loan officer for more details on a no-interest holiday bucks loan. One more way Frontier Bank and you help the community prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mustang Plumbing and Heating provides service and repair on furnaces, water heaters, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps, along with all types of plumbing. Speaking of water heaters, Brandon and his crew replaced our water heater last winter for us, and the prompt and thorough service he and his team provided was very much appreciated. And now we have a water system that provides much more hot water much longer, which is a very important thing in our family. Contact Brandon Cruz for your plumbing and heating needs. That's Mustang Plumbing and Heating, 101 Main Street in George. 475-2661.
Yeah, just imagine that, Kenny, that day that he had to come for the water heater. Imagine, it's not No Shave November anymore. I was getting ready to try to shave and
chop a hole in the ice to get some water.
Dip that little razor in there. It comes off with a little icicle on it. So needless to say, crew came down and they brought a brand new water heater, about double or triple the capacity. I forget now how big that thing is. That's as big as a house. The whole downstairs, you can't even get down the stairs.
Heater, huh?
So we got hot water now. If you ever need a good hot shower, come over to our place. Thanks to Brandon and his crew, I tell you.
I'll keep that in mind.
I tell you, you could probably take a good half-hour shower and there'd still be enough left over for the whole family. So that's important when you got 4 kids that need a shower before breakfast. And
don't I know it.
Man, you know it as if anybody does. So thanks again to Mustang Plumbing and Heating for sponsoring us here at the GLR Network. We're just having a good old time here. Non-conference matchup. GLR and Adrian going at it here at GLR
there's always
Gym.
just a little bit of a different atmosphere, it seems like, when you're in a non-conference game, because it just seems like in the Siouxland Conference, you're just such fierce rivals with almost every team in the Siouxland Conference, whereas, tonight it's just kind of a friendly, it's just a basketball game, and of course everybody likes to win, but it's just, everybody's just kind of kicked back and relaxed and watching a very good girls game so far.
Yeah, Adrian has not got anything to hang their head about. They're not far out of this at all. A couple shots fall for them, and they're in this thing.
That's for sure. We need to keep the pressure on out top. Our girls need to keep moving their feet and hustling and keeping the hand in the shooter's face. And
now I want to say again that the threat assessment on the Thier girl about putting up some 3-pointers. I tell you, I agree with that. If she gets some confidence going, that could be a real factor in the second half.
Yep.
So
we just need to keep doing what we have been doing. We've got 22 points down low, so we just need to keep sticking it down in there.
Yeah, I think the only shot outside of about an 8 or 6 foot radius is that one Taylor hit from an inch inside the arc.
Just inside the 3-point line.
It's that shot that the coach says, no. Oh,
nice
yeah.
Shot.
No. Oh, yeah. Everybody in the crowd says that until it goes in. Then they go, oh, good shot.
Yeah, way to go.
Good shot. So we're a minute, 10 seconds outside of the second half starting time frame here. We've got just enough time to hear from Security Savings Bank.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank in George. Now is a great time to stop in and discuss our 2013 crop loans. We can help you make sound decisions about your farming operation for the upcoming year. I grew up on a farm and understand the challenges and benefits that go along with farming. I will take time to understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved locally by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larchwood, Inwood, George, and Canton. Member FDIC.
Well, the pep band is getting everybody juiced here, playing the school song.
Everybody's on their feet, clapping.
It's a great atmosphere here at GLR Gym. The GLR faithful out strong tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Fairly full house for being a Monday night non-conference game.
Tell you, Spencer's rocking those drums over there.
Yeah, and he's just a freshman.
That's a threat assessment there. All opposing pep bands are going to fear the GLR Mustang pep band here in the years going forward. They're going to clear that equipment out of the court really quickly as the second half begins.
Just like that, we're underway with Adrian taking the ball inbounds.
And right off the gun there, Rachel Coons hits a inside shot. Drove inside on the Mustangs. That's going to be a rare occurrence, we hope, for tonight. Sandbolt tries a shot inside. It's no good. Adrian brings it around Alyssa Thier. Now over to Jordan Coppola. Rachel Coons back to Coppola.
Adrian girls really move well, cutting through there, trying to spread it around.
Good D by Danielle Eben to hold her feet there. Shot's no good. Mustangs control that rebound. 24-17. A minute gone in the third period. Carstensen drives it down low, back out to Sandbolt, out to the top of the key.
Thought about a three, but pulled it back and passed it off instead.
Mustangs really deliberate here about the offense.
And even Keeley almost looks a little hesitant now that, she's missed a couple three-pointers and she's just not as quick to pull the trigger now.
Carstensen has it stolen away. Here come the Dragons wanting to run it. Layup's no good. Rebound tipped out to Sandbolt. She's going to try to... She's on the ground. Here comes Adrian out of there with it. No call. Three-point attempt up and no good. Abigail with the rebound. It's Abby Eben wearing number 20 for the Mustangs. No change in the scores. 2 minutes gone now. 6 minutes left in the third period. Mustangs trying to kind of a lazy pass inside there. Adrian comes out of there with it. That pass had almost no chance of hitting pay dirt. Adrian controls the rebound. Somehow Abby Eben is on the court. She steps up part of the way, and she's called for a travel, but they're going to have
now the refs are conferring. I think we had called timeout before the travel was called.
Mustang's going to retain possession on a timeout. It's just a 30-second timeout, and I don't know how that's a travel call in the first place. That's a mighty, it seems like that, if I could wax poetic a little bit, it seems like that call has evolved quite a bit over the
that's for sure.
Course of the days. Of course, I was talking about when I played, it was pre-80s, back when you had to be deliberate about a travel. So that's a lot of water under the bridge.
Was that like a stone basketball then?
Yeah, we had...
or was rubber invented by then?
Well, they called it a petroglyph, where the stats kept the score. They had to chip it into
Chisel it in?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They had kind of a sharp instrument and a kind of a blunt instrument. They kind of tapped on it a little bit. But it's quite a ways back.
I guess.
So in any case, that would have been called a travel, but in the timeout world, that was not. So... There's a three-pointer by Keeley. No good.
They call a foul, but I don't know if they're going to call it on the shot or if it was after the shot.
Was that Keeley that took the tumble?
Yep.
Keeley was fouled, but after the shot.
Foul was on Brooke Wenzel. That's her first.
Keeley had tried the three and no good. 24-17. Let's see if Mustangs can turn up the juice a little bit. Just about the slow motion start here.
Adrian has really come out of this in the second half and played some intense defense. We kind of rattled us a little bit.
Danielle trying a 8-footer, no good. Carstensen over the back on that rebound attempt. That's going to be
Taylor's.
her first.
That's Taylor's first and team first.
So Adrian trying to reset their offense here. Thier to Wenzel. Across to Coppola. Back to Wenzel. Wenzel drives it inside. She's stopped, and Abby Eben comes out of there with the ball.
That was good, solid defense by the Mustangs.
There's Keeley going to try a 17-footer.
Keeley's just really having a tough time the last couple games.
And Danielle Eben there in the mix on the rebound, but she's called for a quick foul.
And that's Danielle's first foul. At least we've spread them around.
Everybody's getting in the scorebook here with one foul. Thank you, Isabel. She just brought me a nice
cold Dr. Pepper.
Cold 23 flavors in one bottle here. Thank you, Isabel. Turnaround, Courtney Vasky. Nice move. Nice move to get herself free. Layup. And now it's 24-19.
Mustangs yet to score this third quarter.
Well, that is a good pass inside from Taya Graham, who's in the mix, to Danielle Eben. Danielle turnaround jumper is good. Courtney Vasky, hounded by two Mustangs, gets it out to Wenzel. Taya Graham contesting every pass.
Oh, goes for the block, and I think you're going to get called for a slap on the wrist.
I think she got something, elbow or something to the...
In the eye, it looked
right
like.
into her countenance somewhere.
That's Taya's second.
She's okay, but looks like she had a little water in her eyes there, as I certainly would.
Elizabeth Thier
at the free throw line.
Makes the first one.
Mariah Terhark to come in for Danielle Eben. See if she can inject a little go juice into this offense here. 26-20, 4:01 on the clock. Thier at the line, shooting the second. That's also good. So 26-21, just a 5-point lead here. 4 minutes to go in the third period. It's a good screen up high by Carsonson.
Now they're really playing tight defense.
Pass out to Taya. Got two Mustangs very near the ball. Jessica Sandbolt now at the top of the key, resetting. It's a good pass inside to Taylor, but I think the Mustangs have camped out inside the lane again, haven't they?
No, they actually called Taylor with a push-off.
Are you serious? That's amazing to me. I don't know how she...
That's her second foul. Team's fourth.
That's one of the most reasonable pushes you're going to see in this league. Man, they are calling that 3 seconds in the lane. That's
that was Vasky for Adrian.
I think that's 4 of them in this game.
I believe so.
2 apiece, isn't it?
I think so.
If it's not, we apologize. It's unofficial, but that's the most 3-second calls I've seen in a game yet.
So Mustangs with the ball, down low.
Danielle Eben trying to turn around jumper. No good. Adrian bringing it down. There's Wenzel from 3. No good. Keeley
Cruz good with good position there.
She earned every bit of that rebound, and the number 13, Elizabeth Thier, was over her back. So
now the ref said it was on number 12, but I don't even see a 12 on the floor. There she is.
Nope, those two are sisters. They're hard to tell apart from a size standpoint. They're pretty close, and of course the family resemblance is unmistakable. So Mia Graham into the mix to Danielle Eben. Nice turnaround
Nice little
jumper.
turnaround bank shot.
I think it counts as 2 whether you call the bank or not, right?
Yep.
There's a 3-pointer. Wenzel trying it again. Danielle gets out of there with the rebound. And Taya Graham, trying to get that ball under control, is called for an offensive foul. So they are watching that like a hawk out there tonight.
And that's Taya's third. She's going to take a seat, have a little breather, talk it over. Mia Graham into the game for her sister.
So you almost can hear the, don't tell me the Graham sisters are in the mix. Here's Vasky trying to turnaround move, thought better of it, gets it out to 30. That's Carly Wolf, hits an 18-footer. 23 points now for Adrian, 28 for the Mustangs. Abigail on the right wing, tries it down low to Keeley, back to Abigail Eben, to Danielle Eben inside, tries a turnaround jumper. If she can get inside with enough room, she can make that turnaround look easy, and she did there. 30-23. Adrian skip pass over to Carly Wolf, drives it inside, outside now to Number 20, Coppola. No good. 23 there with the rebound. Rachel Coons.
Danielle Eben with the rebound on the miss.
So Danielle getting it to Keeley Cruz to set up the offense for the Mustangs. 1:33 left in the third period. Good pass underneath to Abigail Eben. Missed the layup. Mariah Trehart there with the tip.
She kept it alive, but tipped it out of bounds. Going to be Adrian's basketball.
So Jessica Sandbolt in now for Mia Graham. Mustangs rotating in about 80% of the players.
Coach Grafing really trying to keep the legs fresh.
So far that has been paying off for the Mustangs. There's a drive inside Thier, outside Wolf. There's Coppola driving it to Thier, down to number 23. Rachel Coons drove it inside.
A little bit of a reach-in foul called on Abigail Eben. That's her second. Team sixth.
So Alyssa Thier into the mix now for the Dragons. Wearing number 12. Skip pass to Alyssa. Top of the key. Gets it to Carly Wolf. They're looking for that three. Here's another one on the way. That one's no good. Mustangs get the rebound. Sandbolt drives it out of there. And it's stolen away. She just kept it one too many dribbles. Adrian now throws it away. So Mustangs bringing it up now against a full court press.
33 seconds left in the third quarter.
Mustangs running the offense, looking for their shot. Sandbolt looked at a three, thought better of it, drives it inside instead.
Nice little spin move.
That's a highly paid shot in the NBA circles. If you can make that turnaround, almost a 360 move.
Fouls on Rachel Kuntz, that's her first.
So Sandbolt going to the line for the and one of a three-point play. 32-23, 16.8 on the clock in the third period. Kind of a slow-moving period again, Kenny.
Yeah, it's just a very deliberate period.
That free throw's up and good. So Sandbolt with the three-point play. She looked at a three-pointer like she wanted 3 points and then said, I'll go get it inside.
Take a little head fake and drove her in.
So a 10-point lead now, biggest lead of the night for the Mustangs to this point. Clock running now, under 16 seconds.
We just got to guard the perimeter because, that's what they're looking for.
There's a shot inside. Nice move. Nice defense by Danielle Eben.
Nice block.
Sandbolt trying a three-pointer, no good. It was more like a half quarter. No good. So 33-23. Break in the action now before the fourth period. We'll let you hear from Otter Valley Insurance.
Farmers, are your 2013 profits protected from bad weather? The extreme weather this past growing season is in the rearview mirror, but now you need to plan for next season. Otter Valley Insurance in George now offers total weather insurance, providing coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance in George, 475-3325.
Well, the third quarter, Mustangs won that one 9-8.
9-8. They've won every quarter so far, and that's good.
You can't hardly gain on that if you're not winning a quarter. You can't win the game.
That was a good quarter basketball by both teams, though. Both teams really played solid defense, and they had to work for both teams had to work for every point in that quarter.
So here come the Mustangs. Fourth period underway. 10-point lead in their favor. Sandbolt down to Mia Graham on the wing. Danielle Eben. She's in there too long.
Yep.
Going to be called for 3 seconds. Everybody in the Mustang faithful was hollering about that because they could see it coming.
Yep.
I think I'm going to keep a stat on that. I'm going to call that 5, 3 seconds. Just for grins, I'm going to see how many more of those get called. There's a nice dish out to Elizabeth Thier. Nice turnaround, Courtney Vasky. No good. Carstensen with the rebound. Hands it off to Sandbolt. Going to reset for the Mustangs across the timeline with 7:24.
Mustangs, they just need to relax and just be deliberate on running their offense and take the shot when it poses itself, just like that. Taylor Carstensen with a nice 12-foot shot.
Got that one to rattle home, 35-23.
Don't have to force anything. Just run your offense, and when the open shot is there, you need to take it.
Danielle Eben tipped the ball. No joy on the rebound, though, for the Mustangs as they fouled the Adrian player.
Mia Graham with the foul. That's her second. Team 7th, so it was a shooting foul, but Adrian will be in the bonus from now on. Rachel Kuntz at the line.
If you bring that ball down around one of the Mustangs, you're going to have a hand in your face.
That's for sure.
You're going to earn those points at the charity stripe if you're going to earn them at all. So there's the first free throw.
First free throw is good.
That's what we saw in the Sioux Center matchup, that in the fourth quarter, anytime the Mustangs needed to stop the clock, the Sioux Center Warriors hit every free throw down the stretch.
Yep.
That was the difference in the ball game. 35-25 now. Adrian cuts it back to 10 points.
And Adrian is actually, up till now, has outscored us 7-1 on the free throw line.
Pass to Sandbolt, a little behind her, stretching to reach it. She went down to one knee and kind of banged that knee a little bit. Ball out of bounds on the Mustangs. And it's anything but funny if your knee gets banged on the basketball floor.
That's for sure.
She kind of winced a little bit, but then...
Oh, nice tip by Keely Cruz, and Danielle Eben comes up with the loose ball.
So Keely crossing the timeline, guarded by Elizabeth Thier. Wenzel guarding Taya Graham now, who's bringing it around the top of the key to the right side. Keely Cruz, right wing extended. Going to try a bounce pass to Taylor Carstensen. It's off Taylor. Unbelievable, she says, but blue basketball. Dragons in possession. 6:07 left in the fourth period. Adrian working it around. Here's Wenzel, has the shot blocked. Carstensen in the mix on the block. We're going to have a jump ball.
The ball will stay with Adrian Dragons.
Going to have a substitution in. Wenzel coming out. Alyssa Thier coming into the mix.
Oh, little discussion at the table here.
So the ref is pointing to Adrian basketball, but the possession arrow was showing home on the scoreboard, and so there was a little discussion as to why that was. Possession arrow now in favor of the guest. Turnaround jumper, no good.
Eben clearing the board.
Eben's got a lot of rebounds tonight, doing a good job on the inside clearing those out. A terrible tough pass there, but Danielle with a good hustle.
See, that's I mean, for a big girl, she can really cover a lot of ground. That was good hustle on Danielle's part.
Mustangs just having a little lapse in judgment here on some of their passes, and they just look a little bit out of sorts here.
Yeah, and that was kind of looked like a frustration foul on Taya's part. Made a bad pass and then tried to go after it and picked up her fourth personal. So that sends Adrian to the line for a 1-on-1.
That's one of our biggest threats on D. And to have her sitting down is a sigh of relief for the head coach for the Adrian Dragons. First free throw on the way, and it's good. Earns the second. So Rachel Coons at the line.
I believe it's Jordan Coppola.
Oh, yep. I thought it was a 23, but it's a 20-0. So here's your second. Coppola hits both of them. You're looking at the paper with the number on it. I'm going to rely on your good eyesight there, Kenny. Keeley in the inside gets nice movement around
nice little
the horn
inside
there.
move by Jessica Sambolt.
She got down to the baseline and hit that layup.
And here we go, 3-pointer by
Kuntz.
Rachel Kuntz.
That's the 23 number. I thought that was at the line last time. So she got that one to rattle home. 37-30 with 5 minutes left. Trying the pick and roll. Carstensen with a high screen. Here's a pass inside to Danielle. Turns it around back to Keeley for three, and she hits it.
There she goes.
There's her opening now. 40-30 Mustangs. Here's Fear from outside. No good.
Danielle Eben clearing the board once again.
Gets it to Sandbolt, who clears the timeline for the Mustangs. Abigail Eben driving it inside, has it partially blocked. Keeley Cruz trying to steal. Nice pass down underneath. Good steal out of
and a big block by Danielle Eben.
That is, that is a big defensive move by the Mustangs. Coach Grafing wants to talk things over, called a full timeout. So we'll be back after this message from the Total Stop Food Store.
The Total Stop Food Store is Georgia's hometown grocery store. Not only will you find a complete selection of fresh produce, meats, dairy products, and groceries, but you'll find the kind of excellent friendly service that you'd expect from your hometown grocery store. See the fine, friendly folks at your friendly hometown grocery, the Total Stop Food Store on Main Street in George, 475-2825. That's the Total Stop Food Store in George.
Kenny, share with our listeners the interesting stat you pointed out here during that break.
I was just kind of noticing on my paper here that so far for the game, the Mustangs are 1 for 3 in free throws.
That means they've had 3 free throws all night. Am I reading that right?
Free throws we've shot 3 free throws all night.
And we've hit one of them.
And Adrian is 9 for 13. So 8, they've outscored us by 8 on the free throw line.
There's a kind of a disparity in free throws shot there, isn't there? Nonetheless, Mustangs with a 10-point lead. 4:09 left in the game. Sandbolt with it in the backcourt.
Adrian applying just a little bit of pressure here.
It's Coons on Sandbolt. It's a tough pass inside. Stolen away. Coons with it now for Adrian. Crossing the timeline. Gets it quickly to Alyssa Thier. Tries a 3. No good. It bounces all the way out to Abigail Eben.
Bounced all the way back out past the 3-point line.
So Mustangs working it around the horn. Right side, left side. Here's Sandbolt. Inside to Carstensen. Good job to just control that and get a shot off. Sandbolt does a little knife pass there. Mutually caught by Mariah Terhark and Jordan Coppola.
Called jump ball, possession arrow to the Mustangs.
So Sandbolt driving it inside, tries a baseline layup. It doesn't clear the rim above, but she is fouled.
Fouls on Rachel Kuntz, that's her second.
So Sandbolt to shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one on the way, back of the rim, no good. Mia Graham into the lineup, replacing Abigail Eben. Sandbolt shooting the second of 2. That one rattles out, no good, but Carson's in there with a good putback.
Nice offensive rebound.
12-point lead now, the biggest of the night for the Mustangs. Dragons try a pass inside. Keeley Cruz going to be called for a foul on Coppolo. Kuntz, rather. It's going to be 2. Oh, going to give her a 1-and-1. She wasn't shooting the basketball, but that was a
that was Keeley's third.
Very hot pass inside. It's a wonder that the Adrian player got her hands on it at all.
Yeah.
So Kuntz at the line to shoot. First one's up and good. .42-31, second free throw on the way, and that's also good. 3:02 on the clock, 42-32. Adrian hanging in there from the free throw line, and their next foul by the Mustangs will put them in the double bonus for the remainder of the game. Pass inside to Danielle Eben, tries a turnaround jumper. That ball rattles up and out, no good. Mariah Terhark with the rebound. She's going to be called.
Oh, they call jump ball.
A mutual possession, so no foul, but a mutual possession. I'm going to call it that.
Yep, that's politically correct. So the ball stays with the Adrian Dragons.
So that's a little bit like that catch in the end zone, that first Green Bay game or whatever. That was a jump ball, wasn't it?
Yep.
These are by no means replacement officials, though. These guys are doing a good job tonight.
Yeah, they've called a good, pretty close, even game.
Sandbolt dives in on that defensive effort, and she had a smile on her face like she knew that was a foul before the whistle even blew. That's going to be her second,
that's
right?
That's Jessica's second. But yeah, now that puts Adrian in double bonus for the rest of the game.
And only 4 team fouls committed by Adrian thus far. First one up and no good. That's Carly Wolf at the line. Second one up on the way, and it's good. Mia Graham into the matchup for the Mustangs. Inbounds to Carsonson. Taylor works off a screen. Danielle Eben with it. Then to Keeley, then to Sandbolt, who crosses the timeline. Keeley going to stay with the ball, gets it to Mia at the top of the court.
Looks like we're going to try to take a little air out of the ball here.
Mustangs are going to have to keep the passes crisp to keep this offense moving here.
That's the whole key to this little bit of slowdown game. You have to have crisp passes all the time.
It's mathematically harder to play, take the air out of it basketball. And
reach in foul on Rachel Kuntz. That's her third, and that's Adrian's 5th team foul.
Danielle Eben with a catch on the inbounds pass. Hands it off to Mia. Gets it back to Danielle Eben. There's another foul. Adrian has fouls to burn here.
Yep. That foul was on Courtney Vasky. That's her second.
They're going to have to foul like mad to keep the clock stopped.
Yep.
Graham sisters making a switch. Taya in for Mia.
That was their last foul to give, though. The next foul puts us at the line for a bonus.
Taya. There's another foul. Danielle kind of took a shot to the upper lip, and there was no foul called, and the foul just continued to push. So Danny Eben at the line. Going to be shooting.
That was on Courtney Vasky again. That's her third.
So that didn't take long for those fouls to sort of even out. Now the Mustangs will be at the line for a 1-on-1. Danielle Eben at the line. First one up and good. Minute 51. All that is remaining. And a 10-point lead for the Mustangs. 43-33. Danielle Eben shooting the second free throw. Shot up on the way. And that shot is no good. Ball out of bounds on the Mustangs.
And that's what they don't need, is to foul on the rebound, and so the clock never moves. That foul is on Jessica Sambold. That's her third.
That's the darndest thing there, because she basically punched the ball out of bounds.
Yeah.
She was over the player's back.
That puts Jordan Coppola at the line for 2. Misses the first, though.
We've got no buzzer, but we've got a substitution in here. Mariah Terhark in for Taya Graham. Ten-point lead. Adrian looking to cut that to 9. And they do.
And she does.
Coppola hits the second free throw. Mustangs get it a nice open look here. Sandbolt turns it away. She is mugged at the top of the key. Just
By
a foul
Jordan
to stop the
Coppola.
clock. That's what Adrian's trying to stop the clock.
That's Jordan's second. Jessica Sambold at the line for a 1-on-1.
See if she can make it a 10-point lead again. That free throw's up and good.
That was a big one because that makes it a 4-possession game.
44-34, minute 45 on the clock. Second one rattles out, no good. Coppola with it, trying to drive quickly. Gets right into the middle of the paint. Dishes off to Alyssa Thier, who hits a 3.
There we go.
And a quick timeout from Randy Strand. And just like that, it's a 7-point game, 44-37, minute 36.
Mustangs are definitely going to have to hit some free throws down the stretch.
Well, we're going to hear a quick message from our friends at treeshell.com.
When you need a case for your computer, treeshell.com. Or your iPhone, iPad, and iPod, treeshell.com. When you need a case for your Kindle device, nobody makes one near as nice as treeshell.com. For elegant products made from wood, nobody makes them near as good as treeshell.com.
Treeshell.com.
I tell you, with all the iPads and the iPhones and the Kindle Fires and all the Kindle stuff being sold, give Treeshell a call over there at treeshell.com. Check out all their great products. They make a great case and a great protection for electronic devices of all kinds. Check them out. You'll be glad you did.
Nice looking product. They really are.
I love my case made of babinga wood. That's
Babinga.
just fun to say.
Babinga.
It's almost Italian. You could say bada bing there almost. Babinga. Mustangs now quickly inbounds. Ball's tipped out of bounds. There's a holler from the Mustang faithful. They thought there was a foul committed, but Adrian's going to be rewarded on their hustle with the ball. Alyssa Thier gets it in to Rachel Coons, driving it inside. They're going to go outside to number 20,
Inside
Coppola.
out.
No good. Wenzel with the rebound. Ball's tipped. Mariah Terhark sharing mutual possession with Rachel Coons. That's going to be
Mustang basketball.
That's a possession arrow dream there if you've got the arrow in your favor. Mustangs with the ball now under the far basket. There's a full-on mugging to get the clock stopped. Adrian's going to take their chances with those fouls.
Yep, they sure are.
They're going to keep it interesting here. 44-37 is the score.
That
Taylor
foul is on
Carstensen.
Rachel Kuntz. That's her fourth.
Taylor's going to be at the line. Shooting a 1-on-1. 9 team fouls. Next one for Adrian will put the Mustangs in the double bonus. Free throws up and on the way. And that rattles out. No good. Here comes Adrian with the fast break. Alyssa Thier trying it inside. There's a foul committed by Danielle Eben. .22, that's Sandbolt.
Yeah, he called it on.
I thought it was on Danielle, but it was Jessica's 4th foul. 1:09 left on the clock. And here is Rachel Coons at the line. Free throw's good. Adrian's hanging in there.
They sure are.
6-point game now, 44-38. 1:09 on the clock. Second free throw. Up and no good. Tipped around. Mustangs get the rebound. There's a foul committed on Coppola, I believe. Yep. That's Coppola's.
That's her third
foul. That puts Keely Cruz at the line, shooting 2 now. 10 team fouls apiece. Everyone's in the double bonus for the remainder. 1:05 left on the clock, and here's where the rubber meets the road, Kenny.
That's right. That shows you every game free throws are very important.
So Keely takes the first one and puts it right through the hoop. 7-point lead now for the Mustangs. Second free throw on the way from Keely. Rattles it home.
Nice job. Two big free throws.
There's a big 3 tried from outside. Rattles out. No good. Rebound controlled by Adrian.
They're gonna try to launch it. You could just see they're setting up for that. Oh.
There's a good pass inside. No good. The shot's no good. And that's going to be a foul called on number 23, Kuntz.
And I got her for 5 fouls.
I think she may be done for the night. So Wenzel's going to come in to replace her. She's played a full game.
I got her fouling out with 11 points.
She has been a threat from outside.
Yep.
And had a couple shots inside as well. So she had to commit a few fouls to help the Dragons stop the clock. Carstensen with a free throw. There's that. That's as high an arch as the McDonald's sign right there.
It sure is. That was up there.
Makes me kind of interested in a Big Mac, to tell you the Lord's honest truth there. Anyone in the sound of our voice near a McDonald's, if you can get here by the second half of the boys' game with a couple Big Macs, we'll take them, right?
Taylor Nix drops in the second also.
Keeps it interesting. 10-point lead now for the Mustangs. 40 seconds on the clock. Adrian trying their magic to try to get an open shot. Wenzel's got an open look. Tries a bank of 3, no good. Sandbolt goes down to a knee but keeps her dribble. Curley kneeling it at the free throw line. Pass to Danielle, back to Sandbolt. 20 seconds left. Close to that half-court line.
And it looks like Adrian's just going to concede and not try to extend the game by fouling and stopping the clock.
So the Mustangs going to pick up a win here tonight, 48-38. And a very nice showing by the Adrian Dragons here as well. They kept it interesting, and you have the feeling that the coach was satisfied with their performance and didn't want to extend the game. So the Mustangs pick up a W column hash mark tonight, 48-38 against the Adrian Dragons. That fourth quarter looks to be a
draw.
A draw. That's the tightest that the game ever got, was that fourth quarter. So some pretty good basketball here for this girls matchup. We're set now to bring you the boys matchup right after they have a chance to warm up. We have a chance to take a little bit of a breather here. We'll bring you some information here coming forward, and thank you for listening to the GLR Radio Network.
Sounds mighty loony to me. But I got a great $5 coupon just by texting CB Flowers to 72727. That's right. $5 off my next qualifying purchase at the Country Boutique. Just for texting CB Flowers to 72727. It's as simple as that. What a great deal. Get yours today.
Frontier Bank inciting a near riot here.
Throwing
right
out
in
mini
front of us.
basketballs. Everybody's going crazy.
Oh, man, I don't know what those baskets... They must have a $100 bill inside.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
You talk about people trying to share a mutual possession there. That's as close to a riot as anything we're going to see in George, Iowa tonight. Well, if you've got your phone out and you're listening to this broadcast, text CB Flowers to 72727. You get a nice $5 coupon on some very nice Christmas gifts at Country Boutique there in Rock Rapids. We'll be in Rock Rapids tomorrow night for a doubleheader with the Central Lyon Lions. And if you want to pick up a free flower, text Flowers1 to that same number, 72727. Stop in and show the resulting page from your phone to Sharon and the gang over there.
Cool.
And she'll pick a nice flower for you to share with your loved one, your significant other, or just to take back and put on the dashboard of your car. Country Boutique, one of the great sponsors here for the GLR Radio Network. Definitely need more cowbell in the band.
More cowbell.
Although that's cutting through. That's on a frequency that's cutting right through this gym here tonight. Having a great time here at the GLR Gymnasium. 13 minutes to announce the starting lineups. I'm going to go through the roster here for the GLR boys right after this break, and we'll share some final stats on the girls' matchup. Dykstra Chiropractic.
Dykstra Chiropractic in George provides chiropractic services to relieve pain and stress and to help people live a happy, healthy life. Dr. Krista Dykstra works with children and adults to do chiropractic adjustments and uses a painless activator method in ultrasound. Her office hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:30 to 5, and Tuesday afternoons along with Thursday mornings. Call for an appointment or information at 712-475-3990. Learn the power of prevention and make great health a cinch. Visit Dykstra Chiropractic on North Main Street in George, 475-3990.
Dykstra Chiropractic. I tell you, that painless activator method just sounds good to me. It sounds way better than like a painful stretcher rack method or something like that.
Something off of James Bond.
Yes, we have ways of making you talk.
I got some stats here from the girls' game, unofficial, of course, but Adrian ends up on the losing end tonight to the GLR Mustang girls. Rachel Kuntz led Adrian with 11 points before fouling out there kind of right at the end of the game. They had two players, Elizabeth Thier and Courtney Vasky, with 6 apiece, and Carly Wolf had 5 points. Jordan Coppolo come in there with 7 points, and Alyssa Thier had 3 points. For the Mustangs, it was definitely an inside game tonight. We were led by Taylor Karstensen. The senior had 16 points. And right behind her was the sophomore Danielle Eben with 15 points. Jessica Sambolt contributed 8. Keely Cruz had 5. And Mariah Tahark had 4.
That's a great even distribution there of scoring for the Mustangs.
Well, I kind of thought coming into the contest tonight that, if we could work the ball inside, because Adrian was just a little short down low, that we definitely had a height advantage, and the girls did a nice job of taking advantage of that.
Again, there's that, I hearken back to that defense that is just always in your grill.
Yeah, our front girls are really quick, and they just pester you, and you really have to set some good solid picks up front to get a clean shot off against our girl defense.
Yeah, if you don't have those kind of passes that sting the hand, you're going to have it tipped by one of the GLR Mustangs.
One of the Graham girls, or Keeley, or Jessica, they're all quick out front. Abigail Eben, they all do a fantastic job.
Well, if you do have the luxury to get it inside, you got to get it over the Twin Towers in there under Danielle and Taylor. And don't forget Mariah Terhart poses a very imposing threat as well.
Yep.
They get their hands straight up in the air. You got to move up the ladder to get that shot off.
You definitely have to climb the ladder.
That's a really balanced attack there by the Mustangs tonight, and it's good to see them pick up the W if you're a GLR fan, and certainly nothing to hang your head in shame about if you're an Adrian Dragon fan either.
That's for sure.
They certainly did a good job. So here's the second riot of the night. So we've got some cookies being passed out. CookieDistributors.com, one of our great sponsors here at the GLR Radio Network.
I'm not seeing any coming my way.
We need to get an inside line here. We need a cookie up here. Can you set us up with some cookies up here?
I don't know, that pan's looking pretty
I
thin
tell you,
down there.
You can ask somebody right on the air and you can get denied just the same as any other way.
That's
I mean,
right.
I can ask a simple question like, hey, can we get a cookie up here? And I tell you, this is a great deal here. Oh, here comes a direct request. A basketball cookie. It's a blue or a pink.
Congratulations.
Blue or pink, right? So I got a blue one, you got a pink one. Nothing to. We'll have to taste test either one here.
Did you hear why she's handing out cookies?
I think it's either blue or pink, right?
Yeah, so that tells you.
We'll let you insinuate if you're listening on the GLR network. You heard it here just after us.
That's a radio exclusive.
That's exclusively here on GLR Radio Network. 7.5 minutes before we announce the starting lineups. The pep band has got everybody juiced. We're stuffing our faces with fine home-baked goods. We'll be back after a short message here from our sponsors and after a short breather for us here as announcers. So thanks for joining us here at the GLR Radio Network.
Are you looking for more protection against bad weather hitting your crops than federal crop insurance alone can provide? Otter Valley Insurance now offers total weather insurance, providing supplemental coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325. Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate in George. Warnche's Paint and Body in George, Iowa is your place for high-performance refinishing at its finest. Heath Warnches and his team specialize in collision repair, glass replacement, restoration, towing, and even windshield chip repair. They're located at 103 North Sydney Street in George, Iowa. Call them today, 712-475-3307. That's Warnches Paint and Body in George. Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service, licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock. The Hair Hut is a full-service hair salon with services from haircuts to color, perms to nails, and more. Angie McConnell is there to help with all your hair care needs at 105 South Main in George. Call her today at 475-3375. A great place for a hair affair, the Hair Hut in George. Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock is a full-service, licensed plumbing contractor. Whether you're working on a brand new construction site, a remodel, or just need some repairs on existing plumbing for residential or commercial property, Ben's Plumbing and Repair is who to call at 712-348-5555. Ben even has a camera that can detect plumbing problems and diagnose issues from the inside of your pipes. See a great video of Ben Eikens, the owner of Ben's Plumbing and Repair, on our sponsor page, and give him a call at 712-348-5555. That's Ben's Plumbing and Repair in Little Rock. Corner Service in Little Rock is the place to go for all your vehicle maintenance needs. From oil changes to overhauls, get a set of new tires or even wiper blades to help with visibility. Let the professionals at Corner Service keep your vehicles running smoothly all year long. Their service station is located at 415 Main Street in Little Rock, and they can be reached by phone at 712-479-2794. That's Corner Service, Main Street in Little Rock, 479-2794.
We want to thank all of the fine sponsors here at the GLR Radio Network for helping us bring this broadcast to you. Got 3.5 minutes now before the tip-off, the starting lineups, all of that fanfare here at the GLR Gymnasium. Mustang boys looking for their first win of the season here, and they'll be up against the Adrian Dragons. They get to play this one non-conference match with Adrian each year, and this year it's in George. Last year in Adrian, so it's kind of a friendly rivalry, and it'll be interesting to see what the Mustangs have up their sleeve from the standpoint of trying to get all the tools to hit on all the right time frames here. They've had a bit of a rough start here to their season in terms of the win-loss column, but they have played some good basketball at times and really had some shining examples of how things can go really right. So we'll hope that they can get all of those things to hit on all cylinders tonight. They'll be playing a good number of players. I know that head coach Kurt Schilling is going to do everything he can to pull out a win here tonight. So I'm going to introduce you to the Adrian Dragons. Number 3, Travis Streeter. He's a 5'11 senior. Number 4, Nick Rainey. He's a 6'2 junior. Number 5, Ben Henning, a 5'6 sophomore. Number 11, Adam Agan, 5'9 sophomore. Colin Kemper, number 13, is a 5'6 sophomore. Number 15, Jake Bullerman-Dickman. He's a 5'7 junior. Brady Loneman, he's a 6'3 sophomore, wearing number 20. Chris Christians is number 21. He's a 5'10 freshman. Number 22, Cody Polzine. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Number 30, Taylor Reckner. He's a 6'3 sophomore. Theron Miller is wearing number 41. He's a 6'2 sophomore. And Tanner Cam is a 5'10 sophomore, wearing number 43. And number 44, Jordan Bertrand. He's a 6'2 junior. So you can hear the school song being played by the GLR Pep Band under the direction of Miss Smith. And I'll let you enjoy that here as we get set to announce the starting lineup. Any last thoughts here as we're getting set to go?
I don't know. I had a son that graduated this past year, so I've seen Adrian play the last 3 or 4 years, and I know Adrian graduated some good tall and some good kids this past year also. So I gave her guesses on. They got some kids that took leadership role step out. I don't know.
Neither team has a real towers in the roster. But I think the tallest one listed for is in 6'3" range, well, a 6'2".
Yeah, and he's just a sophomore, and he played quite a bit of junior varsity games.
So here we go to set to announce the starting lineups. Nick Rainey, number 4, junior, in. Number 13, Colin Kemper. Brady Loneman, wearing number 20. Cody Polzine, number 22. And Taylor Recker. They're all coming to the center court to meet their counterpart, but there's nobody there to meet yet. So here comes all the Mustangs. Alex Wertzma, number 3 for the Mustangs. 20. Austin Hayengay, number 80. Clausen, number 45, a sophomore for the Mustangs.
Second start.
Okay, he played what I would call the game of his life here last Friday night. Did a great job on a tough night. Really headed us there for the young man. And have a big infusion of youth on the bench that really provide a spark too often.
Sure do.
The varsity. Evan Voss set to jump center against Taylor Recker for Adrian. So we're just underway. Up it off, control tanks. And we are underway. Evan Voss down to Colby Clausen. Working it around the horn. Tanner Versteeg has the ball stripped off, but it's going to be a foul called on Adrian. Number 4, Nick Rainey, commits the foul. So here come the Mustangs. Ball inbounds to Tanner Versteeg. Lane violation called against the Mustangs.
I didn't quite catch what that was.
Did he run the ball in inbounds play? And I think he ran the ball. Here's number 30 trying a 3 for Adrian right out of the gate. No good. That's Taylor Recker shooting a 20-footer out of the gate there for Adrian. No joy on the shot. 0-0 is the score. 7:25 left in the first period. Mustangs trying to work the ball around down inside, but get it out to Evan Voss, who hits his own 21-footer. So 3-0. 7:11 on the clock. Adrian. Nick Rainey driving the lane and is fouled on the move.
Austin Hayengay got him on the arm.
So Austin charged with his first foul. Rainey at the line, going to be shooting 2.
Rattles around and no go.
Going to have one more attempt here. Free throws on the way, and that one's good. 3-1 is the score. Mustangs now with the ball. 7:04 in the period. Versteeg driving the lane, a nice move.
Takes it all the way.
Takes it to the house. 5-1 Mustangs. 6:55 left in the period. Adrian working it around the horn. Alex Wiertzma going to be called for the foul. Kind of a kind of a blocking violation there on Wrecker as he came through the lane. Mustangs trying to deny the inbounds pass. Adrian inbounds it clear to the backcourt. Too risky to throw it inside. Number 4, nice dish out to the outside to number 20, Brady Loneman, who hits the 3. He almost lost possession going through the lane.
Yeah, he kind of bobbled it and got.
Voss up and under and then back up above. Move to get the nice. Had to really manipulate a long time to get that open, but he was able to do so. 22, a 16-footer. That's what he's hits it, make or 7-6. Mustangs in lead. 5. Get for period. Pass inside. Wiertzma gathers it. Almost lost it, but gathered it and got the shot to fall. 9-6. Mustangs.
Good job by Alex by staying with it there.
Nick Rainey makes a big move, gets it dished outside, goes all the way around to the other side. Number 22, Polzine, hits what had to be 18.5-footer there. Tanner Versteeg, 15-foot from the free throw line. Drills the jumper. 11.
Trading baskets there.
5 in this period. Kemper with it out. Down to Rainey, trying to work on Hayes. It's up 3, shot no good. Clock rebound. Versteeg across the timeline. He's looking for. There's us down the left corner. First 3-pointer up and good.
They're swinging it right now.
Exiting teammates that we can do this.
You know, guys,
Drives in the lane. Colby called for a foul. Kind of a holding call. That'd be a 10-yard penalty, wouldn't it? Or?
I guess so.
So Dragons with the ball under their own basket. Inbounds by Polzine. Stolen away by the Mustangs.
Yeah, knocked away by Evan Voss. Nice job.
Good D by Evan there to keep that play from going into the hands of the Dragons. Tanner Versteeg wants to create. Gets it out to Hayengay. There's that bounce pass that goes out of the reach of Colby Clausen. As a result, gets knocked out of bounds by Colin Kemper for Adrian. Mustangs basketball. 4 minutes left in the period. 4 minutes gone from the first period. The pass to Hayengay off to Evan Voss, feeling it from 3. Oh! And that's stuck in the rim.
So that's alternating possession.
That's the easiest jump ball you'll ever get.
Yep, so that'll be Adrian's basketball.
I don't think if there was a dollar bill on the line, he could hit that shot again that way. Everything has to align perfectly to catch it in the rim and the backboard. Here's 22, Polzine. Shot no good. Versteeg with the rebound, has it swatted away to Evan Voss. Evan drives it into 14-foot range, no good, gets his own rebound. Takes the possession.
Gets fouled. Puts it in.
What a putback. That putback used every inch of that rim and fell dirt there. 16-8. And Evan Voss for the chance at a 3-point play.
And that foul was on Brady Loneman. That's his first.
So quick substitutions here for the Mustangs. Jake Hilbrand's in for Wiertzma. And Reed Goosey in.
Giving Austin Hayengay a little breather.
So some fresh legs in here for the Mustang men. Evan hits that free throw.
Hits the free throw.
17-8. 9-point lead here for the Mustangs. Rainey gets it stolen away. Versteeg with the handle on it. Going to bring it across the timeline. Gets it to Goosey for 3. He's wide open. That just does not fall. Evan Voss with the rebound.
Great rebound by
Lawson with it back to Versteeg. Going to try the 18-footer, no good. And that's controlled by Adrian off a long rebound out to the far corner of the gym there. So good possession there for the Mustangs. Didn't get it to fall. Here's a nice looking shot from Taylor Wrecker. Hits it from 20 foot on their left wing. 17-11, 6-point lead for the Mustangs. Sounds to me like we've got some Adrian fans a little too close to the mic here. All in good fun, of course, folks. Here's Jake Hilbrand's turnaround jumper, no good. caroms off two Mustangs into the possession of Adrian. Stutter dribble. Here's Recker trying a three, no good. And Polzin gets a hold of the rebound, somehow keeps possession.
Poked away by Reed Guzzi, so Adrian will keep the ball.
It's an excellent job rebounding there by Polzin to stay active in that play.
Jesse Korsman checking in for Colby Clausen.
There's a long pass in to Recker. He gets it out near the half-court line. Working on Alex Wiertzma. Drives it inside. High pass out to number 22, Polzin. Hits it from 18 feet on the right side. So they've cut the lead to 4, 17-13. Wiertzma now, right side. Goes inside to Korselman. Turnaround jumper stripped out of his hands by number 20, Brady Loneman. And Rainey has it stripped away by
Tanner
Versteeg.
Versteeg.
So just like that, here comes Reed Guzzi. Looking to create. Evan Voss down the baseline. Gets a nice move to the...
Nice pick by Jesse Korsman there to free up a lane for...
But he used that pick.
Yeah, Evan could just take it right to the hole.
He's like a prospector looking for gold. With a pick like that, you got to find some pay dirt there. Good swat away by Korselman. Pass inside to Wiertzma. Is going to get it up off the glass. No good. Mustangs going to be called for an over the back. I believe that's Korselman going to be called for an over the back on that rebound.
That's Jesse's first, team fourth.
Minute 11 on the clock. 19-13. A nice pass inside to number 20, Loneman. Turnaround jumper from 4 feet. Hits it, so 19-15. Mustangs working the perimeter. There's Tanner Versteeg to Evan Voss. He's going to try a shot from about 15 foot. No good. Saved into bounds. Reed Guzzi coming out of that scrum with a long... That was a long way to go to get the possession. Evan Voss with it in his hands.
Driving right in again.
Takes it to the house. So 21-15, 25 seconds left in the period. Here comes Adrian Rainey with it. Trying to drive on Guzzi. Gets it inside. There's going to be a foul called on Guzzi. So Rainey tried a pretty impressive spin move there. Was defended very well, but there's going to be a little bit of a blocking foul. And he's going to hit the front end of 2 free throws. Second one on the way. Close the gap to 4, 21-17. Hits them both. 15 seconds now. Tanner Versteeg kind of setting the pace for the final shot here. Gets a nice pass inside to Korselman. Shot up no good. And Alex Wiertzma going to be called for a travel, I believe. The shot's whistled. No go. So at 21-17 for the first period here. It's a good start for the Mustang boys. Looks like it's going to be a very even matchup if this pace continues.
Yeah, that was a good quarter of basketball.
It looks to me like they have, like Adrian has a pretty good threat in Loneman.
Yeah, and
he's
that
got
Nick,
some points.
that number 4, that Nick Rainey, that
Rainey.
kid he's a really quick and good ball handler. He's got a real quick turnaround move, spin move with the
very
dribble.
long 6'2". He must have a little bit longer wingspan than his height there. So Rainey playing a big part in Adrian's initial first quarter of play.
And that's probably the best quarter of basketball I've seen Evan Voss play. He's got 12 points.
He is on fire.
He just happened to be in the right spot at the right time a lot of those, and some of our guys set a nice pick down low and let Evan just lay it up and in.
Speaking of Evan, he's taking a quick breather here in the beginning of the second period. Hayengay in the match.
Mustangs start with the ball.
Versteeg, Wiertsma, Jesse Korselman. Tanner's got it on the left wing, tries a three, no good. Hayengay with the rebound up and no good. Controlled by Rainey there for Adrian. So here comes Rainey with the ball across the timeline, guarded by Hayengay. Top of the key now to Colin Kemper. Inside pass to Loneman. Shot no good. Reed Guzzi called for the foul. Jake Hilbrand set to check in at the next available opportunity. I would presume to give Guzzi a rest.
Could be.
Free throws up and rattles no good. They're not buzzing the players in. Some of them look tentative as they go in because they're not getting that usual audio cue there. Jake Hilbrand's into the match, though, for Reed Guzzi. Second free throw on the way, and hits that. Brady Loneman brings the score to 21-18. Wiertsma on the right wing. Gets it to Tanner Versteeg, resets. Going to try a 16-footer in and out. Jake Hilbrand gets the rebound.
Nice job by Jake for getting position to get that rebound.
He's going to be fouled by Taylor Recker. Looks to be Taylor's
That's his
foul.
First.
So Jake Hilbrand's going to the line to shoot two.
Rattles the first one in. That's good.
4-point lead for the Mustangs, 7:07. On the clock. Second free throw on the way. That one's out.
Yep, off the heel of the rim.
Good. So Loneman with the rebound gets it to Rainey. Over to Colin Kemper. Cody Polzine in the match. And Taylor Recker to round out the lineup for
Here comes Rainey. He likes to drive.
He's trying to create something. The defense is powerful.
That was good defense by Austin Hayengay there.
What a tip there by Taylor Recker, just out of the sky. Tipped it left-handed up and in off of that missed shot by Kemper.
I don't think he tried to do that, but
there's a tough pass inside. Adrian comes out of there with it. They're going to run 30 again. Taylor Recker gets the ball off of the carom and puts it home, tying the score at 22. So just like that, we're at a tie game. 6:17 left in the second period. I tell you, this Adrian team looks like they'll hang with you.
They're quick.
No matter what comes their way. And that Taylor Recker, his name is aptly stated there. He's kind of a score wrecker for the other team.
Yep.
What a big scoring threat he's been here already in the second period. So Mustangs to bring it in from our right to left. They've got to go the full distance here. Versteeg across the timeline. Wiertsma to Hayengay. Versteeg far right side. Top of the key now. A nice pass inside to Jesse Korselman. Give the assist to Jake Hilbrand.
Nice lead-in pass by Jake. And Jesse never brought the ball down. He turned around and put it right off the glass. That was nice.
You really got to think twice about putting the ball down in this.
These kids are so quick nowadays. You put the ball down, somebody's going to slap it away.
Speaking of slap away, Alex Wiertsma with the steal. Good pass from Hayengay to feed Versteeg, who ran the lane. They did a nice transition basketball there.
Nice unselfish basketball.
26-22. Here's Rainey working his magic.
Yep, that kid's really fast off the dribble.
Gets around baseline on Hayengay and goes up left-handed to finish. He was too far under to come back right-handed, so he used the left hand off the glass. 26-24. Mustangs now with it. Hilbrands to Versteeg, tries the three. He's still feeling it, but that did not roll his way.
Nice
Mustangs
offensive
get the
rebound by Jesse Korseman.
And Versteeg called for the travel, as he's got a second opportunity at that shot. Evan Voss now to check in. He's going to give Tanner a break. No, it's Alex.
Looked like Tanner was heading that way, but
I think he was coming over for a brief consult there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So, Dragons with the ball, trying to pass inside. Evan Voss with the tip. Going to be called for a reach. It looks like it's going to be a night for move your feet or get whistled with the foul.
That's Evans' first, but that's the Mustangs' seventh, so Adrian to the line for a 101.
Recker shooting the first, hits it. He's going to earn the second from the charity stripe. And that rattles out, no good. Korseman with the rebound for the Mustangs. Gabe almost bobbled that one. Kept the possession for the Mustangs. And Jake Hilbrands catches it in the far corner. He's whistled for a travel.
Just shuffled his feet just a little bit.
It's like unforced error there by the Mustangs. 26-25. There's a steal by Tanner Versteeg. Here's Evan Voss trying to finish and does. High off the glass. Did a good job to just catch and gather that pass. Finished it up. Here's Adrian with a shot from the outside. That's number 20, Brady Loneman, hitting from 12 feet. Keeping it interesting. 28-27, 3.5 minutes, 5 seconds rather clock. Evan tries to sneak past Korseman, didn't have the match, went his reach. Here's Rainey trying to, number 30 had Tanner in the air. We have a no foul call. It's going to be a travel called. Is that Rainey making a move?
Rainey, yep.
I take Colin Kemper got some quick. He's not the tallest player on the 5'6". He had a move on it, got everybody up in the air. Another bobble by the Mustang. Around the horn. Voss tries a three, and he airballed it. No good. And it out.
Yep.
28 changing the score. The last two possessions. Nick Rainey in the ball up Adrian. Guarded by Hayengate. Another steal by tries to get it to Hayengate and Holland to spoil that for the Mustangs. Dragon did it quickly up a ring, finishes 2. 29-28, Adrian in the lead. Mustangs working around perimeter. Hayengate tried the three. No good. Good rebound underneath.
Nice by Jessica.
Knocks up. Nice put, 30-29. Mustangs. Colin for the Dragons in the wing. Despite the Taylor Recker had a pass just in the air.
Yep.
And there was just in some place. The ball was knocked out of bounds in favor of Mustang. Take it around the right side. Tips the slot. Move. He left it open.
It's pretty quick up.
So did nice times on that. Gives things a lead. We've got pretty solid here from Sudengay Manufacturing.
It's big for you to know that, because my voice is incredibly resonant and distinguished. It rings loud and true, and it makes you want to be one of every damn. But honestly, rather ignore my sparring vociferations. I'm destined to do my exceedingly tack, toil, to labor, to do the work of several hundred automated shovels. I am Ox Portable Auger, the Ox, and there's work to do.
Be sure to check out Sudengay.com to learn more about the Ox Portable Auger System. For Adrian, gets the ball to Versteeg, who crosses the timeline. Adrian hounding the Mustangs. Evan Voss put a shot up, got his own rebound, nearly shared the possession there for a minute, wrestled it out of there. Turnaround move, shot no good, but he's fouled turnaround move.
Cody
Quite
Polzine.
Quite a bit of contact there without any foul, and that resulting contact puts Evan at the line. He hits the front of 2. So Evan Voss having a big scoring night thus far. Going to be shooting his second free throw. Missed that one.
Colby Clausen comes up with the rebound.
Keeps the possession in favor of the Mustangs here.
Mustangs will reset here.
Tanner's going to try a 3. No, it's a dish pass. And Colby's in the lane. So I'm going to hash mark it here. That's one of those. 3 seconds. There's one. Got our first one of the night.
In the boys' game.
So we've got a minute, 5 seconds. There's Rainey trying to make it rain from outside. No good. Rebound by number 22 causes a little bit of a square dance move there by the striped shirt. Somehow he kept his hand in the air holding the sign for the play and danced on 1 foot about 5 times to get his balance back.
Evan Voss called for the foul. That's his second.
So Polzine at the line. Shooting 2, hits the front end of that. He'd be good at that Wii balance board game, I think.
He was doing a good job hopping over there on 1 foot with his arm in the air.
So Polzine to shoot the second. It's a high arching shot, no good. Did not hit the rim. Hit the backboard, but no rim, so they whistle it dead. Jordan Cruz now in for Colby Clausen. Jordan Cruz in for the last minute here of the first half. Henge, skip pass to Weirdsma at the free throw line. There's a tip pass inside to Henge, stuck at the bottom. He's defended well. The ball's going to be kicked away by the Dragons. You got to have long arms to get that ball out of that spot.
That's for sure.
He was stuck on the baseline, nowhere to go. Gets it into Weirdsma out of the out-of-bounds play. Gets it back from Weirdsma, gets it to Versteeg. Tries to drive it inside. Nice little 8-footer, but doesn't fall. Adrian comes out of there, Rainey driving it. Jordan Cruz tipped the ball. And is going to be called for the reach. Jordan made the appeal that it was all ball,
but to no avail.
It's not like the ref can change that call after that.
Sends Rainey to the line for a 1-on-1.
29 seconds left in this first half, second period. And Rainey hits the first one. It's a 2-point game all of a sudden. It was a 3-point game just a second ago.
That's right.
And here we got the second free throw. Rattles up. No good. Weirdsma gets the rebound. Mustangs with 27 seconds here to create something at the end of the half here. Evan Voss going to try it from 3. No. But Jordan Cruz with the rebound has it knocked out of his hands, and Adrian comes up with it. Rainey bringing it across the timeline. 10 seconds left. Checks the clock. Dishes off to Taylor Recker. And here is 22. Gets his own rebound. Shot up at the buzzer. No good. Polzine had 2 cracks at it there in the last seconds. Did not get anything done with it. So the score at halftime, 33-31. So that second period there was a 12-point to 14-point game.
Yeah, they got a couple back on that quarter.
So they moved up the ladder a little ways from the first quarter to the second. Well, what's your first take on that first half, Kenny?
Well, it was just a lot of back and forth basketball. Neither team has a big height advantage, so they're trying to work the inside-outside game, and both teams have their fair share of turnovers, and it was a pretty evenly played game. Adrian did get to the free throw line a few more times. They've got 7 made free throws, and we have 3 made free throws. So
it's a back and forth matchup. It's as even as it can get.
Yep, both teams have hit 2 3-pointers. So it's just a good evenly matched ball game.
It's slow but sure. Anybody's guess as to what the outcome will be. So we'll definitely bring you all the live action here in the second half. We'll be back after a quick message from our sponsors, Mustang Plumbing and Heating.
Mustang Plumbing and Heating provides service and repair on furnaces, water heaters, air conditioning systems, and heat pumps, along with all types of plumbing. Speaking of water heaters, Brandon and his crew replaced our water heater last winter for us, and the prompt and thorough service he and his team provided was very much appreciated. And now we have a water system that provides much more hot water much longer. 101 Main Street in George. 475-2661.
Well, Mustang Plumbing and Heating going to be our sponsor here for Coach's Corner. And Coach's Corner has been fun for us. We've had a chance to visit with head coach Heather Grafing during Coach's Corner each time. And is it a little quiet in yours?
It's quiet in my ears.
I think it's probably louder in the huddle down there cheering on those Mustang girls to victory tonight. So thanks for joining us here in the Coach's Corner. I don't know, it's not really a corner at all, is it?
Not really. It's more of a bench, but we'll take it.
Coaches round that the quarter scores were interesting. 10-9, 14-6, 9-8, and 15-15, or something real close to that.
Yep.
Ended up with a resulting victory, 48-38 for the Mustang girls. What's your first thoughts on that, Coach?
You look at out of 4 quarters, 3 of them we were able to hold them under double digits. That's a pretty big accomplishment. This is a group of girls of the age average some between 55 and 60 point game. Over the border, they've been putting up some big have some answer. Aren't exactly sure what to expect from them. Usually we know more our opponent. But being this game, I don't have as much film on them. So they just challenged them. We're talking about 3 first quarters of the game. We were able to hold them under double figures. Fourth quarter, gave them a little bit. I think a lot of we gave up 15 points the quarter. I haven't gone back to look at this specifically, but I got to imagine those played a part in that. We put them at the line. Overall, I was very proud of their efforts. Us in a tight can look back on and say, hey, remember, 2 minutes left. It was a 3-possession game, and we pulled it out. So overall, very proud of the girls' efforts. We felt right out of the gates, we felt like we had a little more size than they did. Really challenged Taylor Carterson and Danny Eben. Told our guards we got to get them the ball tonight, and both of them, Taylor led us with 16, and Danny was right behind her with 15, and I thought both of them played a phenomenal game for us. Taylor ending up with a double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds, and Danny had 7 rebounds and 3 assists. So, our post players definitely showed up big for us tonight. And our guards, probably didn't do as much scoring as they normally do, but honestly, with the matchup we had, it was the post players, and I was proud of for that.
Yeah, you've actually touched on the 3 key phrases that I was going to ask you about. Just feel free to comment on any of these. Number 1, staying power. Staying the distance, going the distance, I should say. Staying focused all the way to the end. What would you say about that?
They're getting better. I think less and less I think out there about our age and how young we are sometimes. And I think more and more about the experience and that, I've got a lot of confidence in these kids. Especially in the Siouxland Conference, you got to put four quarters together, and I felt like the girls definitely kept that level where we wanted to. There was a couple times there where they made some runs at us. 3 weeks ago, that run, we give them that 6-point run, that might have turned into a 12-point run. This time we stopped them. They had that confidence now. I think you can see this team maturing.
I definitely would agree with that on all counts. Yeah, the second point I wrote down here was even distribution.
Absolutely. I can't say it enough. This team is one of the most unselfish teams I've ever coached. Look at Keely Cruz. Last Friday, she leads us with 7 assists. I think she had 3 points. Tonight, she had 5. Her 3-pointers weren't really falling for her. She had 5 on the night. But you wouldn't, some kids, they're used to being our leading scorer. They might come out of the locker room and feel pretty bad about themselves. Keely knows better. Like, Keely knows tonight we had to get it inside. She doesn't care. All she wants to do is win. Like I said, I really challenged the guards. Tonight's got to be about the inside, and we got to do what we can do on the inside. So definitely, these kids are so unselfish. They don't care who scores. And tonight, the post players were feeling it, and we needed to get them jump started. Danny Eben, this was a big night for her. We needed a night like this from her.
Yes,
so very proud of them.
She had a lot of points and a lot of good plays, a lot of great defensive plays. Danielle Eben played a great game tonight for the Mustangs, as did Taylor Carsonson. So that even distribution from the post play all through the guard play, that was great. And you mentioned Keely Cruz. Persistence. She didn't hit some of the shots, but she kept shooting. And that's a credit to you and the coaching staff that she doesn't get shook if she doesn't hit the shots right away.
And, she had me having been a three-point shooter in high school and college. I talked with her a lot about that. And the fact is, if you miss one, you just got to know the chances of the next one going in are pretty good. And as a shooter, you can't lose your confidence. She's not forcing shots. She's taking them when they're there. She's taking really good shots. They're just not, some of them aren't falling right now, but they will. As a three-point shooter, that's kind of the way it goes. Some nights you're on, some nights you're off. When you look at our, after the end of a game, normally you look at our scores, and, we get a majority of our kids scoring. Tonight, I think we had just 5 kids that scored for us. But again, that's a pat in the back to the girls, because they identified right away that it was going to be Taylor and Danny's night, and they didn't care. They got them the ball. They found ways to get them the ball. So I was very, very proud of them. I definitely think this was a good challenge. Adrian's a great team. The Coplo girl, I know not about a week or so ago, she had a triple-double, points, rebounds, and assists. She's a great little guard, and we really kept the wraps on her. As far as their shooting percentage goes, what we have them for is shooting 20% from the field tonight. And if you knew how good of an offensive team Adrian is, you'd understand how big of an accomplishment that was for our young ladies. So very, very proud of them.
Very good night for the Mustang girls, and very good night for we said it was a very good showing by them as well. They have nothing to be ashamed of. That we tip our hat to them on a great. I know they're having a great season, and they didn't pick up the W here tonight, but I want to credit the Mustang girls for their hustle, their determination, their defense is. I think it's going to become like kind of their business card. That's the girls with the defense. That's
what it's got to
be.
We are offense. I've said it before. Our offense is good enough to win games. It's our defense that had to change. That was Adrian's first loss. They were undefeated coming in here tonight. So definitely want to tip our hats to them. They're an outstanding team. Our girls had to play pretty dang good to come out with this. One thing we have learned is, situations, we don't want to put them at the line when we're ahead and they're in the bonus. We don't want to put them at the line clock moving. And I think the girls learned a lot. I saw the group again tonight. Tomorrow got a good challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
It's good win, Coach. Thanks for sharing the time here in the coach's corner, table, wherever it is, right? So.
All right, thank you guys, and thanks again for our sponsors. We just really appreciate it. Every day after a game, I hear somebody say that they were listening online, so I know a lot of people appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Yes, thanks again to Coach Graping, head coach of the GL girls, for her time here in the coach's corner. And here the school song in the background. We're just a second away from introducing the starting line here for the second half of our doubleheader. GLR boys here, the second half of the match with the score at 33-31 in favor of the Musk. We'll be right after this station fiction.
Listening to the GLR Radio Network.
Thanks to all of our sponsors for bringing us here to bring this game to you. Dragons now going to inbound the ball for the start of the third period.
Waiting for the pep band to kind of get out of the way so nobody goes crashing in and drum that over there.
Brings new meaning to the word hi-hat, I'll tell you that.
That's for sure.
Looks like they've got the equipment nearly cleared out. They're going to blow and get this thing going. So inbound Haney, a backboard. He's going to work on Hayengay. Tries to get in. Hayengay defends. Panever Stegg steals the pass out of the air. Tried away for a foot from the right wing and hits it. Nothing but net. So quick strike by the Mustangs. 35-31. Here is a three-pointer attempt. And the putback's no good. Rainey with the third try, no good. Gets his own rebound, tries it again. Colby Clausen holding his jaw. He obviously took some contact there. He did not get called for the foul, but 23 did.
Austin Hagay.
Austin picking up his second foul there. So Rainey at the line, stopping the clock with 7:28. Hits the front end of that shot violation. Second free throw on the way, and it's good. So Adrian mastering the art of scoring with the clock stopped here.
Rainey has shot 8 free throws himself, and the Mustangs as a team have only shot 5.
There's a pass to Evan Voss. Gets it stripped away by Rainey. He's going to try to create. He comes up dry on his layup, but the ball's tipped out to, he gets his own rebound through the tip. There's a three-pointer try. No good. Colby Clausen with the rebound. Gets it to Tanner Versteeg, who crosses the timeline. Tanner has got fire in his belly the way he's dribbling. He's going to try to make a move. He's going to be called for a travel from the left wing. Colby's going to tie his shoe a minute. They're going to give him just a second to do that. We're back to live action. 6:51. It's not every network you hear about players tying their shoes. Rainey brings it up, gets it to his teammate, number 30. Inside to 20.
It's knocked away. Austin Hagay comes up with the loose ball.
Hagay knocks it out of his hand, gets it to Versteeg, crosses the timeline. Skip pass from Wiertsema to Hagay, tries the three, no good. And man, Loneman cleared that rebound. Colby Clausen went down in the scrum. Tanner Versteeg trying to create. Gets it to Wiertsema.
Nice job.
Way to fill that passing lane by Alex there.
Tanner just held the ball long enough for that defender to commit, and nice bounce pass and nice position by Alex Wiertsema.
Rainey dishes off to Loneman. Going to try the right-hand move. No good. Nice save inbounds from Evan Voss. Get the possession for the Mustangs. Versteeg faked a three-pointer. Caused a scramble there. Resulting shot no good by the Mustangs. Rainey comes out of there with it.
There's a spin move.
He's got a spin move.
Knocks 2 players down and nothing gets called.
No call, and he puts it off the glass and good. So 37-35. Wiertsema left side. Versteeg tries a three. 20-footer, hits it good. 40-35, 5:15 in the third period. Number 20 tries a three-pointer. Brady Loneman. No good. And there's a pass that landed at the feet of Hagay, out of bounds. No joy for the Mustangs. Jake Hilbrand's in for Colby Clausen. A mighty long pass to land at your feet, and
yep,
it's
that was
tough
tough to
pass
handle.
to catch. So an unforced error there by the Mustangs. Alex Wiertsema going to be called for the block. Taylor Recker driving it into the lane, and Wiertsema blocked him.
Alex's second.
Rainey, hounded by Hagay, drives it into the lane, gets it to Polzine, puts up a nice 2-footer, just clears the rim and scores. 3-point game, 40-37, and 4:37 on the clock. Skip pass from Voss to Versteeg, to Wiertsema, to Versteeg, no good. Hagay with the rebound. The pass inside to Hilbrands, back to Evan Voss now with it. Tries a 12-footer, no good. Got a travel as Rainey came out of there with it. Ref's letting them play a little, Kenny.
That's all I'll say about that.
I think that's the politically correct thing to say, isn't it? You could actually ask that as a rhetorical question and say, letting them play.
Yeah.
Here we go. Rainey with it, top of the key. Dishes off to his teammate Taylor Recker, who hits the three, just 2 steps to his right. Ties it at 40. The Mustangs going to have to weather the storm a little bit here. A little bit of adversity early here in the third period for the Mustangs. And Tanner Versteeg going to be called for a charge. Colin Kemper had position, although not a lot of size, and Tanner kind of grazed him on the way by, and is going to be called for the charge.
They've been pretty inconsistent with their calls tonight.
Coach Kurt Schilling, how in the world, he's saying. I think that's what I'm reading on his lips. How in the world is that a charge? That's 3 team fouls on the Mustangs. 3:42 on the clock. Polzine with it. Kemper over to Rainey, top of the key, trying to work on Hayengay. Gets it a pass back from 41. Here's 22 with it. Hits it. Polzine. Tanner Versteeg tries a answer for it and does. 42-42. It's a 12-footer from Tanner. Kemper with it to Rainey. Going to try the three and hits it. He's a threat from anywhere on the court.
He sure is.
He's about a 6'2" with about a 6'6" reach, it looks like. A very long player. Mustangs work it around the horn. Versteeg tries an answer. And you can tell that the Mustang faithful are not impressed with that call. One of the Mustangs used, remember who it was?
That was
had the possession of it.
Jake Hilbrands.
Jake Hilbrands had possession and came down in a pile, and there's no call, and it's called out of bounds on the Mustangs. You can tell there's a real dissatisfaction level.
Yes,
among the Mustang faithful. That was
pretty blatant.
Tough one to stomach, even from the broadcast booth here. So. Kenny, your fans, your radio fans are asking you to stand up.
They're wanting me, that's for sure. But
if you need to take a break from the broadcast, I understand. Here's Rainey trying to move. It's blocked. That's blocked by Versteeg. White 20 is going to be called for the technical. Tanner Versteeg called for a technical foul. There's a few Mustangs losing their voice here. Tanner had a block on that shot, but I don't know what the technical was. We don't have the inside scoop. Tanner's appealing to find out what. So we're not going to have the shot just yet.
Looks like Rainey is shooting the free throw.
The shot was blocked. There might have been a foul on the block. We don't know what that was, but he missed the first technical shot. It's palpable tension in the air.
Yeah, missed them both.
I think he may have guilted those back to us, because I don't know if he felt like that was a technical violation.
Well, let's see if that lights a spark into the Mustangs.
So 45-42, Adrian in the lead. 22, Polzine shoots it. And Theron Miller getting called for an over the back.
That's his first. Team's first.
I think I'll use the word again because it sounds cool. Palpable tension in the air.
Yep.
Does that mean you can feel it? What does that mean?
Oh yeah, it was pretty thick there for a while over here on this side.
Reed Guzzi, top of the key. Now down to Voss, driving inside. He's going to have a shooting foul. And we're going to have a technical.
Another technical.
On whom?
Foul was on 41.
That's Theron Miller committed the foul on Evan Voss. And 41, Theron Miller.
And he picks up a technical.
Must have had words on that call. So head coach Dean Schnabel asking very calmly what's going on. So a lot of stoppage in play here. Minute 54 on the clock. Evan Voss going to have free throws here. The cheerleaders have the ball. They're having more fun than anybody right now. They've got the basketball.
Evan Voss at the line because he got fouled.
It's the best pass of the night from the cheerleader to the ref there. Evan puts the first one up and in. So Evan with a chance to close the gap to 2, now to 3, hits the second one. And they're going to put Tanner Versteeg at the line for 2 on a technical. First one's up, and that one's no good. And that one's a net 1 for the Mustangs.
And the Mustangs will get the ball on the technical foul. So
the score is tied after 3 out of 4 made free throws by Evan Voss and Tanner Versteeg. There must be some real jaw-jacking going on in there.
There must be.
Theron Miller is out of the game right now. Hayengay with the ball in the right wing. Tanner Versteeg driving it to the free throw line. Tries the free throw jumper and hits it. So that's a net 5 altogether on the transaction. And Taylor Recker scores inside to tie the match at 47. Minute 20 left in the third period. Tanner Versteeg tries a 3, no good. Jake Hilbrand's pulling the rebound down, bounces high, and the Mustangs have it. Reed Guzzi, Tanner setting it to Hayengay, drives it inside on, dishes out to Tanner, shot up no good. Going to be a foul during the process of the shot. That's Colin Kemper with the foul.
That's his first.
He gives up about 5 inches of height difference on Tanner. Tanner's 5'11" and Kemper is 5'6". Tanner's free throw up and good. So it's a trading baskets quarter again, Kenny. 58 seconds left. Second free throw is good as well, so Tanner hits 2 for 2 there. Just under a minute left in this third period, 53 seconds. Rainey making some sneaker squeaks, trying to make a move on Hayengay. Kemper with it at top of the key, drives it, hands it off to Loneman. Rainey with it again. Here's Kemper with a three-pointer, rattles out, no good. Voss with the rebound. And Mustangs with it, 20 seconds to go. Hayengay missed the 3. Rainey gets a pass from Taylor Recker.
Here he goes. Oh,
he looked like he was going to pop that one.
Yeah, he sure did.
He's checking the clock. He sees that he's got 20 seconds left, and he's resetting the offense here. He's doing a shoulder dip to clear the defensive player there. Got a screen to his left, goes to the right. He's going to try the three. Nearly rubs that one in. But that is one in the books there. 49-47 is the score as the result of the third quarter.
Dead even quarter. Both teams scoring 16 points. That was a wild one, too.
That is nearly the
technical
weirdest,
fouls.
just about the weirdest third quarter I have seen yet. So some of the Mustangs, I think the biggest complaint of that third quarter came from your fans down below us here.
I know it.
They wanted to see some explanation here, but this is radio. This is not TV.
That's right.
So
and they all turned around and they wanted my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't understand why.
You'll have to tune in for that one. You'll have to listen to it when you get home, Mustang fans. So, in any case, it is what it is, and that sounds like doublespeak, really. It sounds like a platitude, but it is in the books. And dead even quarter from both teams, 16 points. Dead even from the foul stripe, 4 fouls, and 1 technical on each side. The only differential was that Tanner hit one of the 2 technical foul shots, and the other team missed both.
Yep.
That's the only difference in that whole transaction. But it makes me feel like not a lot of GLR people are going to shop for Christmas gifts in Adrian this next week.
Mustangs start off with the ball here to start the fourth quarter.
Tanner's going to light it from 3. Missed it, no good. Ball's on the ground. Controlled by Rainey for the Dragons. Going to pass it inside. No good. Hayengate comes out of there with it. He's got a 3-on-2 break. He's going to take it to the house.
Nice job by Austin
Finishes it
Hayengate.
off the block on the backboard. Just textbook finish there. So Rainey and Kemper working their magic. Kemper's got it at the right wing. Tries a 3. He could be dangerous from there, but he missed that. He's got a good-looking shot, but he needs quite a bit of space to get that shot off.
Because he's definitely the smallest one on the floor right now.
But he's definitely quick. If he gets an inside-out pass, he could get a long ways free and hit that. So keep an eye on him. There's a pass inside to Jake Hilbrands. Puts a dribble down, gets it blocked. There's the dribble. That's the problem when you put it on the floor. You got all those hands and those long arms to deal with. Adrian with the takeaway down below. Now they're setting their offense. That is number 22, Polzine. Missed it. The ball's tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. Possession in Adrian's favor there. This is Theron Miller to inbound under Adrian's own basket. 6:33 left in the ball game. Rainey working the ball inside. Loneman with the turnaround. Back out to Rainey. Inside out basketball here. Screen to right. He tries a 3. Rattles out. No good. Voss with a rebound quickly ahead to Versteeg. Pulls up from 8 feet and hits it. So 6-point lead, 53-47. 6:03 on the clock. 53-47.
Just got to keep playing solid defense like we have been.
Kemper trying to set a screen on Evan Voss at the top of the key. Jake Hilbrand's going to be called for a blocking foul.
That's Jake's first.
Evans coming out for a breather. Alex Wiertzma going in. So Adrian with Taylor Recker with the ball. Gets it to Loneman. Inside it's lost. Tanner Versteeg comes out of there with it. Pulls up again for a shot at the block extended, off the glass and good.
Tanner's really, he's the experienced kid on this ball club, and he's really taken it on himself to try to will this team a win tonight.
Head coach Dean Schnabel wants to talk things over. It's a full timeout. We'll be back after this message from Otter Valley Insurance.
Farmers, are your 2013 profits protected from bad weather? The extreme weather of this past growing season is in the rearview mirror, but now you need to plan for next season. Otter Valley Insurance in George now offers total weather insurance, providing coverage against drought, excess moisture, heat stress, and fall freeze. And the program pays out automatically when bad weather hits. That means no paperwork and no adjuster coming out to your farm. Call Otter Valley Insurance at 712-475-3325 to learn more and get a free quote today. That's Otter Valley Insurance in George, 475-3325.
Well, we've got a barn burner here at the GLR Gymnasium. 5:19 on the clock. Mustangs with a current lead of 55 over Adrian to 47. Adrian will be inbounding the ball on their half of the court. Inbound to the backcourt to Rainey. Adrian trying to work their offense. Theron Miller over to Rainey.
There's a spin move.
I think Hayengay committed a blocking foul there.
It's Austin's third, team sixth.
Dragons inbound it to Rainey. High at the top of the key. Kemper to Loneman. Back to Rainey, left wing now. Kemper, Loneman, right wing. Bounce pass inside. Good look to Taylor Recker, who finished from 4 feet there. 6-point lead for the Mustangs. 55-49, 4:36 in the ball game. Hayengay and Wertzma playing catch with it. Nice bounce pass to Jake Hilbrands. Shot is blocked with a body foul committed. That's on number 20, Brady Loneman.
That's his second. Team's fifth.
Jake Hilbrands wearing number 5 for the Mustangs, going to be shooting 2 from the line. First one up and good.
Nice looking shot there.
Second free throw on the way. And that one's up and good. 57-49, an 8-point lead, 4:22 on the clock. Mustangs in control. Colin Kemper working on Tanner Versteeg. Loneman to Rainey. Rainey working left, back to the top of the key. Kemper, here's Loneman right side. Right wing. Rainey in the paint. Out to number 30, Recker. Tries another 3. No good. Jake Hilbrands, box out.
Nice
got
box
that
by
rebound.
Jake.
It's a long rebound, and that takes work to get that done. He did the job. Mustangs swinging it around.
Just need to just kind of settle in here and just work their offense. And
there's a tip ball and an unforced error. Alex Wertzma tipped it. It was pass intended for Guzzi. Tipped out, and it's Adrian basketball. Got some substitutions here. We've got a short stoppage in play. 3:34 on the clock. Remains an 8-point lead for the Mustangs. Rainey working on Hayengay. Gets it to Polzine. Reed Guzzi commits a foul. Polzin trying to get a pass inside to one of his counterparts and gets fouled in the process.
That's Reed's third, and that sends Cody Polzin to the line for a 1-on-1.
7 team fouls means it's a 1-on-1 the rest of the night at minimum, and then if there's 10 fouls, there'll be 2 free throws every time. So hits the front end of the 1-on-1 to earn the second. It's 3:23 in the ball game. 7-point lead, 57-50. Adrian trying to cut into that lead from the line. Cody Polzin, second free throw on the way. And that one's good. So Mustangs bringing it up. Tanner Versteeg with it. Hayengay, Reed Guzzi, Evan Voss, and Jake Hilbrand's in for the Mustangs. Tanner going left, up and good. He's feeling it tonight.
He sure is.
Good stroke there from about 13 feet out and hits an open jumper. Here's number 30, Recker, trying a three. No good. Number 5 into the game, Ben Henning, had the rebound, got pulled down. The ball was the mutual pull-down device. It looked like a really hard foul, but it really wasn't. He's at the line now to shoot 2, or a 1-on-1, I guess. He missed the front end, but it goes right into the hands of Loneman. Hayengay takes a shoulder and goes down. We're going to have a 3-second call on Ben Henning for the Dragons, who was just in there.
Is that only the second one?
That's only the second one, but man, oh man. Unfortunate for the Dragons. They had some possibilities there working their way, and Mustangs with the basketball. Hayengay working through to break the press. It's to Versteeg, who takes it way out top. Rainey trying to steal, no good.
He come close.
That's the kind of steal you hope for. Full timeout request by Coach Kurt Schilling. He wants to talk things over. We'll be back after a short message from Frontier Bank.
Wondering where you'll find cash for holiday gifts? Bank locally and shop locally with help from Frontier Bank and Holiday Bucks. Apply today for your no-interest loan, then purchase your holiday gifts. Get a new washer and dryer, replace old tires on your vehicle, purchase gas cards, or pay off your doctor or dentist bills. Use your holiday bucks at any participating merchant in George, Little Rock, and Rock Rapids. See a loan officer for more details on a no-interest holiday bucks loan. One more way Frontier Bank and you help the community prosper. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, any predictions on what Coach Kurt Schilling is saying in the huddle there?
Well, hopefully he's just telling the boys just to relax and run our offense like we should. You know, we don't necessarily need to put up a three or anything. Just make our cuts and our crisp passes and you kind of try to lull them to sleep, and hopefully you can end up with a layup somewhere.
Well, let's see if that does do the job. Tanner Versteeg gets it way in the back court, gets it across the timeline. Rainey working. He's on Tanner Versteeg. Gets a tip ball. Gets it stolen away. Gets it dished off to his teammate. And that's Theron Miller. And Miller is fouled in the process of shooting.
Fouls on Jake Hilbrands. That's his second.
I'm telling you, I think Rainey would have run 100 miles for that steal, and he nearly did.
Yep.
Somebody had to be open by 8 yards down under the basket. Free throw's no good by Theron Miller. Jake Hilbrands with the second foul of the night put him at the line for the 2 shots. He's at the second free throw now, and that one's up and rattles out, no good. We got a lane violation on one of the Mustangs. Somebody jumped in too soon. He's going to get another crack at it.
Another opportunity.
Another unforced error there by the Mustangs. That free throw's no
Missed
good.
that one too.
So he had 3 free throw opportunities there and missed them all. Henge with the ball, hands it off to Versteeg. Versteeg driving in. Dishes
right
off.
there. That's what we look for. Nice dish to Jake Hilbrands.
That's the first pass that went underneath. Rainey drives it all the way down, gets knocked to the ground, and is called for a charge. He's appealing his case and getting nowhere with
but
the.
In my opinion, he's been asking for that one all night. He's really pushed the limits tonight, and he finally got called for it.
That's only his second foul of the night.
Yep. There he just kind of gave Austin Henge a big shoulder.
Evan Voss knocked clear to the pavement, right under the basket. A couple players landed on top of him.
That was on Rainey.
I think he may have cushioned his fall on the way down.
Rainey, he's a pretty upset player right now.
Rainey's not going to let you have an easy bucket. He's got a couple fouls to give yet. Actually, 1 to give now and 2 to get out if he wants all the way out. Evan makes it 11 points now, 62-51. And that second free throw is good. Evans had a great ball game
Evans had
tonight.
an awesome night. Here comes Rainey. He dished it off. I thought maybe he was going to take it all the way.
Got it to Kemper. There's a... Oh. I tell you, Rainey had Tanner Versteeg by the head. I don't know if you saw that or not. That was a full-on wrestling move.
I think he called a double foul.
He's calling a double foul. Both of them. He hit them both with a personal.
Yep, Rainey got called. That's his 4th. And I believe the other one they called on Austin Henge, 23. And that's his 4th. Yep.
So Austin got called and Rainey got called?
Yes.
You got to really have extra eyes in the gym tonight, folks.
It's been a wild one, that's for sure.
I got to tell you, I can't thank you enough for being here in the broadcast booth with me tonight. This is one for the books tonight.
Yeah, and I've had to bite my tongue several times tonight. So
I noticed the little red stuff. I didn't know if you had like fruit punch you're drinking tonight or what.
Boy.
But no, it's been a pleasure bringing this action to you.
This is if you're listening at home, that's great. But if you didn't come tonight, you really missed a good ball game.
Okay, this is as hard a fight as I've seen the Mustang boys put up all season.
Yeah, both teams have fought hard, and it's just that we've had a little bit of everything: double fouls and technical fouls, and
so we've got a pretty major stoppage in play there for.
So I don't know if it, it's just a double foul. So I don't think, I don't know how they determine who has possession of the ball here, but
I think they gave it to a possession arrow.
I think the bench is asking the same thing.
So Adrian with it under their own basket here.
They didn't change the possession arrow, so.
So Rainey,
here's Rainey
working on Henge. And ball stolen out of the air by Jake Hilbrands. He's willing to give that foul up, I think.
Yep. That's Jake's 3rd.
You can call that a good foul, especially at this juncture of the game. Took the ball right out of the hands of the player. And Rainey at the free throw line misses the first of 2. Rainey has had a great ball game scoring-wise. I don't know how many he's got. We'll tally that up here in just a minute 16 left in live action. Evan Voss going up and getting that rebound. And Rainey's going to be called for a foul.
That's going to be his 5th.
Hayengay stood in and gave a screen.
Hayengay with a heck of a screen out at half court.
That's the screen of the game right there.
Yep.
And Rainey has been a little bit
out of control about the last 2 minutes.
Been a little bit hot under the collar.
Yep.
It's probably for the best. He has played a great ball game. We tip our hat to him. He's got a lot of points. I just hope these players can shake hands at the end of this and say, hey,
that's right.
Good game. Tanner Versteeg now at the free throw line. Hits the front end of 2. Of one-on-one, rather. It's 9 team fouls, so he had to earn that second one. Hits the front end. 13 points. And Tanner misses the second one, but Evan Voss with the rebound. And Henning commits a foul on Versteeg, trying to stop the clock. They're going to try to extend play here a little bit. It's 10 team fouls on both sides now, so double bonus the rest of the night for both teams. 1:04 left on the clock, 13-point differential. Tanner hits the front end. So 65-51 for those of you keeping track at home. 65-51. Tanner's second free throw on the way. And it's up and good. Adrian inbounding now. Long 3 attempt, no good. Box out by Jake Hilbrands. Gets it to Tanner. Versteeg clearing the pressure. He's fouled. Stopping the clock at 49.8.
Fouls on Cody Polzine. That's his second.
Boy, this Adrian team has a lot of scoring threats out there.
They sure do, and they only have one senior on the roster, so they'll just about all be back.
Tanner Versteeg hitting the front end of the one-on-one. The wow factor was there because it used all of the rim.
Yeah, it rolled around almost twice.
Full-time roller there. Second one up and on the way, and it is also good. So Tanner, we might call this the game of his life score-wise.
Without a doubt, it's Tanner's best game of his career.
He has scored a lot of points, and it's not over yet. Mustangs with a 17-point lead, 49.8. They are chomping at the bit. Coach is having to hold them in the huddle for this timeout.
Unofficially right now, I have Tanner with 34 points.
34 points in the books right now for Versteeg.
Unofficial, of course, but...
So Mustangs do clear the huddle. They're ready for action here. Adrian set to try their play out of their huddle.
And just that quick. I mean, this was a very close game.
Well, this is tighter than a drum here.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden it's 17 points. And it's finally in our favor. 17 points in our favor.
That is correct. Here come the Dragons. Henning with the wing. It's it to Kemper. Defended by Tanner. Tip pass. Here's Henning with it. Long pass back to his teammate, number 20, Lemon. Shots no good. Tanner versus controls the rebound. 12 seconds left. They're going to keep the ball aired out here.
Yeah, looks like Adrian has decided to try to take the ball game.
Reed Guzzi. Hayengay, 5 seconds left. They're just going to hold the ball. Center court. That's good enough.
Watch closely the shake of the hands here.
51.
That's fine. That's good.
I don't see any shoulders or elbows being thrown here. And the head coach is greeting at half court. So that one's in the book. That's first. The GLR is the and a tight right up till the last few minutes here. It was 40-40 to the third quarter, and the Mustangs pulled off a major upset in that quarter, outscoring the Adrian Drag by 15 points in that fourth quarter. Be back brief here right after this.
This is Craig Manson, branch manager of Security Savings Bank. Now is the time to stop in and discuss 2013 crops. We can help you make decisions about your farmation for the upcoming year. I understand your unique farm operation and the situations you face. Our loans are approved by people you know. For help with your farm loans, count on Security Savings Bank of Larkwood, Inwood, George, and King. Member FDIC.
Well, we're back here to him after a victory of the GLR boys squad here tonight, 68-51. And boy, what a turnaround in the fourth quarter.
Boy, I guess that was a wild fight.
There was a lot of here after that the both sides of the court were very vocal. And,
yeah, and I thought the Bees did a nice job of, the game was starting away for a bit. Things were getting bad and rough. They called technical fouls. It just seemed like after that, everybody kind of settled back in and played back supposed to.
Yeah, I think tip our hats to for doing that. They really diffused a major situation there. There were definitely just pleasure vocal by some of the fans on both sides of the floor tonight, and I think after they could get those calls back and be very calm and did a good job getting the ball game back to basketball and not about calls.
Right. Fields here first for the Adrian boys. They had 3 players in double figures, and they were led by Nick Rainey and by Taylor Recker. They each had 15 points, and Polzine ended up with 15 points, and Beatty Donovan had 8 points. So they only had 4 ways score points tonight. So, but everyone that scores junior more, so they'll have the ready for next year.
They have a lot of scoring threats, and we tip our hat to them for. They seem like they're very well coached.
Yep,
and,
scrappy bunch of kids, quick kids.
So, a lot of speed, a lot of agility. There's a lot there. So if you're in the area and want to see some good basketball, that's a team to watch this season.
And on the score side for the Mustangs, you could just tip Tanner Versteeg. He really wanted to win this tonight, and he caught himself down the stretch, and he ended up with 34 points. I know that's a career high for him. And Avon ended up 19 points to Logman, and Almat is his career high total.
He's up in the draft for a lot of reasons that are good job on the event. Tip our hat to the Mustang boys here.
Yep, Jake Hilbrand's come with points. Jesse Korsman had 4. Schwartzman had 4. Hange had 2.
So balance back from the number of scorers, but definitely led by Versteeg. Here put Mustangs over the top. So we'll be back after this thing from our sponsors, and we'll be back with thoughts right after this.
On behalf of the GLR Radio Network, I'd like to personally thank each of the sponsors of this radio broadcast for their assistance in bringing these games to you. Mustang Plumbing and Heating, Total Stop Food Store, Otter Valley Insurance and Real Estate, Northwest Consultant Tactic, The Hair Hut, Warren Cheese Eaton Body, Country Boutique, Ben's Plum Hair, Corners Allow, Security Savings Bank, Frontier Bank, Sudengay Industries, Duralit, iDeposit.com, and TreeShell.com. If you appreciate the broadcast, please let us know. You can get more information on the broadcast site at youcanhear.us/GLR. Again, you can hear us at youcanhear.us/GLR. And you can get the GLR app right on your phone so you can easily get in touch with these sponsors. Just text GLR to 727 and link free mobile will be on your phone. And text GLR to 727 for the free radio app. Thanks also to the George Little Rock School for the to be the voice must bring this broad you. Thanks again. Thanks for listening.
Well, thanks a lot for listening. Craig Johnson alongside Kenny Schilling. Kenny, thanks for being the voice of the Mustangs tonight.
Hey, that was both games. Unfortunately, went the Mustangs' way, but 2 very good basketball games.
Very good stuff, and we'll be back on air tomorrow to bring you the away game at Central End. We'll be on the air sometime between 6 and 6:15 for the tip-off.
Always tough to play. So.
They're playing well this year. I know that Central Line is playing very well, so it'll be what the results are tomorrow night. But we are delighted to bring you these live action games, and you can always listen later on youcanhear.us/GLR. So we're signing off now. Craig Johnson and Kenny Schilling saying thanks for listening to the GLR Radio Network.
You're listening to the GLR Radio Network.